OMG. Are Xbox exclusives coming back? And Xbox players are the one who are spending the most on GTA 5. And I know why. Let's go live, baby.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us coming and eat up scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading through the word skin. All racing and go, racing a top bean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one will show a beautiful and awesome Wednesday. Good morning, my chat. How are you guys? What's cooking? I mean, we got a situation here. We got a situation here, and let me tell you something. They ain't gonna like it. Plus. Since, articles are everywhere and everything is going on, so I decided, let's put this one right here. With the GTA 5 leak, that Xbox players huge profits. And I know the answer why. Believe it or not, I do know the answer. Why do we have huge profits? But we're going to leave that later on because, first things first, let's talk about the situation that's going on out there. Something that I said, this lady ain't playing around. I told you guys, she ain't playing around. She's not playing around. I said it right before. I said, look, this one is young. This one is feisty. This one is woo. She's aggressive. The question is, what are these guys going to do about it? I mean, if she decides to turn the page, what are they going to do? Because chat, on a serious note, if she decides to go back and say, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with giving these guys stuff. I'm done with these guys, having this conversation. I'm done with these guys tagging me, harassing me out there, like, for example, what I mean by harassing, like those PlayStation fanboys that go out there, and troll her and everything. Which she's probably, seeing all that stuff happening, especially to the Xbox fans and everything. And what happens if she decides to go back on the whole multi-platform thing? What are these PlayStation fanboys going to talk about? Because you know what, chat? Yesterday, I brought up a good point. I was on a phone call with New Legal. We were discussing this. We had a good conversation about this. And one thing is that we talked about, my chat, was that we are tired of these rumors. We're tired of these conversations with the websites, bringing up stuff and everything. And they want to see some action, right? When I mean like some action, like you want to see her do her work, like go in and do what she got to do and execute everything that's being talked about. But here's what I told him when he told me that, though. I said, Legal, with a lot of love, I got to tell you this. Maybe they're sending this to see reactions out there in social media. Maybe they're doing this to collect some data. He's like, you know, maybe you're right. But before we continue on, we have Why So Serious in the building. Go Po, what's up, Go Po? Pang 9113. Oh man, Pickles, hello, Pickles. Your video's out there. Hey, Pickles, your video's out there. Your video is playing. Your video is going around about what this guy said. Forgot his name. I always forgot the name though. But what this guy said about the Xbox games. And you know, and after I saw that, he brings up a good point. Because look, what are they going to talk about if Xbox flips? Because he even says it, without these Xbox games, it would be dry out here. Holy shit. So imagine if they flip that, and imagine they go in and change that, right? They decide to make things exclusive again and everything. What are they going to talk about? Because when it comes down to PlayStation games and the first party lineup, Xbox is kicking ass. I mean, I even said it before here on the channel that Xbox is kicking butt with their first party lineup. Because remember, chat, that was the whole conversation last generation. And it was the whole conversation up to 2022. And the conversation kind of left the building. Not because, chat, and this is me saying it, not because Xbox went third party. No. The conversation changed because they didn't have shit. That's why it changed. They didn't have shit. Because how do we know this, chat? How do we know this? I'll explain to you why. Because notice the trend on how things go, right? I love, dissecting that behavior and how things go, right? Remember, it was, we have the best exclusives out there, game of the year, and all this bullshit, right? All this BS. So now is, we have your games. That's how the discussion went to. And also, and this is the big one out of them all, the biggest one out of them all that's going out there on a trend, and they are super excited about it because you know what, they want it so bad because that would be the biggest win for them because, wow, amazing. You're cheering for GTA 6? Marketing rights? Like that's going to be the biggest victorious win because it's going to help the console sale? I mean, it's sad that you had to wait for May 8th, to have a cheerful thing. And, of course, with Bloodborne being a movie now, I mean, already the websites are talking about PlayStation sales because a lot of people were pissed off about Bloodborne being a movie, not having a game. But okay, You're rooting for a multiplayer. Huh. Kind of weird, huh, chat? What do you guys think about that, though? Lamont Davis, good morning. Isaac Hayes. Hello. How you doing? BB Money needs to beat GTA 3, 4, and 5. First, then GTA 6 will come out. Damn. Shit. Sanchez Martinez Gaming. Why do you gotta say that? Can you imagine they delayed GTA 6 definitely and go out there and post on Twitter, man, we ain't releasing GTA 6 because Big B Money has not finished 3, 4, and 5? Uh-oh. I mean, let me tell you something. I will not want to be in Big Money's shoes because I gotta tell you this. There's 160 million out there who watched that trailer. There's 230 million right now GTA 5 players that are gonna be chasing Big B Money. And yeah, they'll probably say, oh, he dead now. No, we don't want that to happen. No. So let's not keep that idea out, though. But chat, it's hilarious. And the thing is, I also mentioned to Nuligo yesterday, is that when you look down at PlayStation, right? What was PlayStation's #1 topic this generation? Was it his games? Was it his SSD? Was it GTA 6 marketing? It was Xbox games. That was the #1 conversation. Even more than the damn console sales. That was a big topic of conversation. Are we going to get this game? Are we going to get this game? Are we going to get this game? Are we going to get Starfield? Remember how many times Starfield got brought up? After like 1 million articles, finally they got Starfield over there. Which, of course, I have not done the receipts because, you know, I'm ready for things to pile up. But I do have receipts in here that we're going to check it out. Let me go see Metacritic. It's been a couple of days since I checked Metacritic on Starfield. But I hope that everybody went in and reviewed it already because I don't know why it's taking them some time to review. Maybe it's because the game came out and they're beta testing it, though. Since they said, you know, we're going to be the beta testers. But I guess they are the ones who are beta testing this shit. And they ain't happy about it. Which I'm glad, though, because, you know, they were out there trolling us, teasing us, like, oh, you thank you for beta testing, but I guess in your console, can't even play that shit. If you don't believe me, ask Doc Dart. He knows it. It knows his shit. Yeah, he even did a video about it. Wow, so basically, we're only going to have 13 reviews on this game? Wow. I mean, come on. Don't deceive me, man. It took me a couple hours to collect these receipts. I mean, come on. Review. Only 13 reviews out there or 15 reviews? That's sad. I mean, come on. Give it to me. Oh, 15. Yeah, 15 critic reviews. We don't got 90 or nothing. Wow, Chad. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I think they're hiding from Lou. Yeah, they're hiding from Lou. That's the problem. Apex NYC, good morning. But yeah, Ubase says Starfield. You know, if you put SF, it seems like a Street Fighter though, because man, we got to do something about these game codes. You know, when you guys go out there, it says GOD, it could be GOW, it could be God of War, or it could be Gears of War. I always get confused with that stuff. And SF, I just looked at it as SF. Oh, Starfield. But wait, Street Fighter. John, well, X Boost says nobody wants to play Starfield. Let me tell you something. They were desperate to play Starfield. But the sad thing is, they thought they were going to have a banger over there. But here's the thing, though. It shows a lot that these guys are not playing games or buying games. Look what happened with Gears. And here's the thing, though, chat. Look. Every time I see the name AA out there, and AA for me is not, you know, what AA is, of course, you know, but AA in gaming is Alinea Analytics. Every time I see Alinea with that name out there giving out these numbers, I'm like, no, I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. Because Alinea has missed 100 times already with these numbers. So why should I trust them, though? PS cannot handle Starfield. Kind of weird though. They can handle what's that game called? Flight Simulator, which we all know how Flight Simulator is. I mean, Flight Simulator's got. Look at that pisser go, Bobby. Man, Bobby. Every time I talk about places, you gotta come here. What's up, Bobby? Or when I talk good things about Xbox, you come here and try to fight me. What's up, Bobby? Bobby, you really like that spot. I gotta build your home, Bobby, so you can live here with me. And you can have your little birdies here. And call him Bobby Jr. or Babette Jr. There you go. All right, let's go. So 127 Yankee says, Bethesda games have always had a hard time running on PS hardware. Oh, damn. That's not good, though. That's not good. Ooh. Well, they gotta get to fixing them because if they want to sell it, they gotta fix it. To be honest, though, I really hope it doesn't because, you know, I'm just happy that they were out there trolling us about being beta testers, but I guess they have become the beta testers, so I'm happy about that. So, all right, let's keep going, chat. So, like I said, the biggest topic out there when it comes down to PlayStation has been what are the Xbox games that have come over here. Has been the biggest topic. That's been the biggest cheerful topic for them, and that's what they only care about. What games are they coming over here? Now, here comes the question, though. It's true though, laugh out loud. I know, I'm just trolling. But yeah, I wanted to be beta testers for a while. Since they were calling us beta testers, they become the beta testers. Because it's kind of funny though. I mean, I think they forget though, because listen, we have Elder Scrolls out there. We have what else? That's been out there for like 20, 25 years. We have Fallout 76. It's been out there for like 7 or 8 years. So let me tell you something. There's still bugs on it. They kind of forget how Bethesda works. But even though it's got bugs, though, it's still a great game. I mean, we got to admit to it. These are great games. The Fallout games are great. For people who actually really do love it, because I tried playing Fallout and it's just like during the middle of the storm, I'm like, it's okay. I just take off. I haven't played this Fallout 76, which they say is that's 76 on Vegas, which is the best one they say out there. But yeah, they got all these games with these great stories. But the other problem too is limited mods on PlayStation, so it can't even run the bug fix mods. Oh damn! I mean, they got a problem over there, Zena. 100%, they got a problem. And we all know how to fix that problem. We all know how to do it. You know how it can be fixed? Simple. Get yourself an Xbox. Yeah. Or get yourself a Series S, though. You might not like it, but yeah, it works just fine with Starfield. Yeah. Oh, Louis made it funny. So, let's keep going. So like I was saying, though, their main topic has been this generation is what Xbox games can come over here, that we are the winners because we got your games. We are the bomb. But what happens, though, when the kumbaya goes away and we have a lady coming in and saying, look, let's put this stuff on the table. Do we need it? Do we not? Should we continue? Should we not? It's kind of getting scary for you guys out here, huh? Because as Marlon was saying, though, it was Marlon, right, Pickles? I met with this one. Was that Marlon, right? Marlon was saying was true, though. Because they were mentioning, like, oh, the quality games. They're like, quality? Like, Xbox doesn't have quality. He even said it. Like, they don't have quality? Shit. Look, he's even turned around about his opinions about Xbox and everything, he said about Xbox and all that stuff. Kind of funny, though, that it took him all this time to finally figure that out, huh? Meanwhile, Starfield is on top of top 5 on PlayStation. Why not? It's Starfield. It was one of the most talked about games this generation. It was one game that had a lot of marketing. You have even people in Hollywood. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg talk about it. Who's this guy from what's the show called that that they Mythbusters? They even have Mythbusters talking about it. I mean, there were people out there talking about this game, that they really wanted to play this game, that they really want to go out there, and have fun with Starfield. So yes, it's gotta be Xbox's biggest game this generation, no joke. It's been no joke, because look how far it went. And like I'm saying, that's been their topic of conversation this year. What's hypercritical in 4K? It's how it's quite funny how Pony runs with the rumor when PlayStation is pulling away from PC. When does it? They say it's a rumor as well. Like, bro, when did they smart? Pickles, you need to understand the behavior. They've moved the goalpost as much as they can. They're going out there saying it's never going to happen. They're going out there saying all this stuff. And let me tell you something. What have we learned this gen? And what have I told you all this time? Never say never. Because, look, it can happen. Why not? Why it cannot happen? Explain. I want to know why they think it cannot happen. Because they're saying they made a ton of money? What is that ton of money they made, though? Because I bet you, if you exclude Call of Duty out of this, because Call of Duty will always be Call of Duty, when it comes down to those games, right? Like Gears of War, Forza Horizon, right? Let's say Forza Horizon sold 5 million copies, right? As Alenia says it, and I don't give a shit what Alenia says, but I don't trust them, but okay. So, 5 million copies times 70, I think that's the price. That's $350 million. $350 million. Indiana Jones doesn't even have a number out there. I think Alina came up with the number, but I never seen this number anywhere. But if you add them all up, how much is it? I bet you doesn't even. I mean, the way Alina says it, I mean, I don't know, but I bet you it's not even $1 billion. Yet Sony on PC though sold 2 billion, and they decided to pull back. So explain that to me, PlayStation fanboys. Seriously, why couldn't Xbox pull back? I mean, you're not even buying the games because you guys think, oh, we bought Gears of War Reloaded, 1 million sales. You know, we're kicking butt because we buy the game. But dude, it's it's only 1 million copies, and you guys are 92 million plus strong, as you say. But 1,092,000 consoles sold, as you say, is not even a 1% though. It's like a 0.10% or 0.05%. So again, I go in and say this. Explain that to me, bro. I mean, I'm trying to understand the situation as much as I can, right? On why they shouldn't pull back. And we are right now in a generation that we have learned that to never say never. Because remember when this year started, Horizon went to PC. They said, oh, Uncharted isn't going over there. Spider-Man isn't going over there. Nothing else is going over there. But again, I go back to this. You have a young lady sitting there. She's listening to feedback. She's really focused on listening to feedback. She's really focused on trying to get this console up and going, especially because let me bring up something that's out there clear. How's Microsoft stock? How is that stock going? How's that going? Because look, I'll explain to you how's that going. Here's another thing though. They got pressure right now. A lot. And I do mean a lot of pressure because I don't know. When I was having this conversation again yesterday with Nuligo, we brought up some good things. I said, this man's got a lot of pressure now. Why does he have a lot of pressure? Because, you know, when the year started, the stock was at 430. Now it's dropping down to 370. And you know what can happen if it keeps on dropping? They're going to knock on his door and say, hey, bro, we're voting you out. We need a new CEO here. You're not doing things right because I see the stock keeps on tanking. And boom, goodbye, Nadella. I mean, that can happen. I hear cops in the background. Sony police coming to arrest Louis. Oh, man. You know, that can actually happen, though, because, I mean, look, this is a PlayStation country, though. I don't doubt these police officers, some of them are PlayStation players. But because they don't, and that's part of the things that when I go in and talk about marketing, you know, Xbox needs to fix that marketing. That's because, you know, they don't know anything else but PlayStation or Nintendo. And it's become the word of mouth. As Joey was saying the other day, making fun of it, you know, here in Latin America, when we, back in the day, we were playing Nintendo, they were like, oh, shut down that Nintendo, and you had a Sega Genesis. You're like, no, it's a Sega, I don't care, it's for me, it's a Nintendo. And now they call it a PlayStation instead of a Nintendo, though, because, you know, kids only talk about PlayStation. That's the thing, though. So this is a PlayStation country, so yeah, it can happen, though. A Sony police officer coming to arrest me. But bringing it back in, chat. Where was I? What was I cooking? But again, I need the explanation. Why wouldn't they go back to it? Because now you're trying to show me that you guys buy games, right? But again, PC players buy games. And you're telling me that because there's Xbox made like 1 billion or what is it, below 1 billion as I know, as Alina reads or something. I don't know, because I have not checked really well the Alina analytics, because like I told you, chat, I do not trust it as much. I just don't. Alina, you know, we're the same guys who said that Final Fantasy 16 sold 22,000 copies because they got it from the reviews here. So how can I use them as a source though? Everywhere I live calls video games either Xbox or Nintendo. I've never heard games referred to as PlayStation. No, here it is. Here they do that here. They do that. I mean, it's a thing here. It's a thing here. I mean, it's a thing. But I mean, chat. I just love how they move that goalpost though. But here's the thing though. Why wouldn't Asha do it? And if she does, What are you guys going to do? What's going to be the big meltdown? And if I was Asha, though, and if I was Asha at this very, very moment, I mean, seriously, if I wanted to go mean, if I wanted to go all the way, I would say, okay, Forza Horizon 6. When did we say the date was? You know, later on in the year, right? A year later, right? It was going to come out to PlayStation. Delay it indefinitely. Delay it indefinitely so I can negotiate with PlayStation. That's, if I was Asha, I would do that. Because here's the thing though, Asha, and this is something that we need this to happen. Why don't we need this to happen? Because look, for them, the topic of conversation, these fanboys conversation has been and always been, hey, you know, we have your games. It's just time for you to, you know, grab our games, pull it back and say, hey, you want our games? What do we get back? Negotiate, be tough. Why not? Negotiate, be tough. And I was even talking about this, like I said, me and Legal had a good conversation about this yesterday. I even said, you know how much a Spider-Man game would have sold on Xbox? No joke, it would sell. He says, Luke, why do you think it would sell? I said, because the last time we had a Spider-Man game was the Amazing Spider-Man 2, so pretty much. And so having a Spider-Man game on there, people will go ahead and buy it. And let's say if it only sells 2, 3, 4, I think it will go between 2 and 5 million. I mean, that's the top number I think in my head, though, between 2 and 5. But again, that's extra money for them. And the way things are going over there, because we know things have been going over there, then why not? Go for it. But if a guy is being kumbaya and just giving, getting nothing back, then what are we doing over here? That's the biggest question, though. What are we doing over here? Because you're giving them everything, you're letting them talk, you're letting them run over you, right? But if you don't get tough with them, they're just gonna have a win-win. Because, like I said, the biggest topic of conversation about PlayStation this generation was not the SSD, was not the exclusives. ABKDO was a crazy thing, right? That was a big topic of conversation. But the biggest topic when it comes down to it is we have your games. We have the Xbox games over here. Caught Mike Johnson's ass being a pony bot over there at Marlon's stream. Really? Is he still alive, though? Because, man, let me tell you something. They sound defeated. For me, it looks like they are defeated, and they are not liking the topic of conversation. They're not liking it. They're not liking it so much that they're out there judging Jess Corden because they said, oh, you've been wrong before. Really? How about Schreier? Has Schreier been wrong before? Yeah. We have articles saying where Jason Schreier has been wrong before with things he said. Why don't you guys accuse Schreier about being wrong? Why not? Why just accuse Jess? Because, you know, he said it was only going to be, you know, all these games, right? And then, you know, all the games started to go. But again, you guys said out there, and this is the truth, chat. And let me tell you something. I bet you it was because I joined Twitter around 21 or 22. And already Sony was pouring games over there to PC, right? But chat, I'm telling you this. I bet you with my gut that they were saying it was only Horizon that got ported, testing the grounds. And I don't think the rest of the games were going to be ported. And guess what happens? They were all fucking wrong. They were all wrong. So why is it wrong that Jez, because, look, here's the funny thing though, and this is the truth. You cannot doubt Jez Gordon, what he says though. Because when Asha became CEO, who did she talk to? What was the first interview out there? Which made someone out there very mad from Kind of Funny, which I don't know why is it still there. Because if I had a person like that, I mean, I would have kicked. I would have said, nope, you can't be on the show because you're making fun of a fellow podcaster, fellow journalist, though. What's wrong with you? You can be mad about his opinions, or you can be mad saying that, you know, oh man, I just did not like the questions that he said, though. You know, you should have thrown something out there. Speak of the fucking devil. Exactly, he's in here. And you know why he's in here? Because he's butthurt about this conversation about Xbox You know, finally bringing back those exclusives. Are they? Are they not, though? But the question is, what if they do? That's the big question. Pickles is an undercover pony watching Marlon. Do you pay for his internet? Sorry, I gotta ask you that question because I don't know why you gotta call him undercover, but you don't pay for his internet. I don't pay for his internet. Pickles does what he wants, though. Albert Guichards 7269. What's up? How you doing, man? Good morning. You have like 4 PCs. Why do you have 4 PCs, though? Damn. No Gotti, bro? What do you mean no Gotti? To who? I'm lost here now. But, all right. Bring it back in. Why wouldn't they, though? I don't care either way. Exclusives don't make the games different, Lafayette. Of course they don't. Like I said, this is an idea that has been pitched since 2018 because the media forced it upon you, though. And then in ABK, we found out the truth. That it was not the exclusives that was selling the PlayStation. It was all Call of Duty with the exclusive content. But all right. Let's keep going. All right, let's keep going. Because, you know, we talk a lot about the ABK deal. I know I do. Because, shit, the ABK deal was something that's huge. And a lot of things were out there to be true. So, like I'm saying, though, why wouldn't she do it, though? Because they're not buying it on PlayStation. The only game they're buying is Forza Horizon 5, for what it seems, since, you know, who is out there putting those numbers. Yes, I do actually have 4 PCs. No, I got like 5, though, Pickles, but I don't brag. I got this one, I got the Mac, I got the one in the office, I got another one, you know, somewhere else. Yeah, you know, yeah. But what, okay, I got a question though, Mike Johnson. In what way Marlon was off, though? Because Marlon was saying the truth yesterday. That's what I'm trying to understand, though. And it's something you guys, and when I mean you guys, you fanboys brought up for the last 7 years. Or 8 years, when it hit 2018 or 2017, when the Xbox One X came out. You guys pointed your fingers at Xbox, and you guys said you guys don't have exclusives, or you might have the most powerful box, but you don't have exclusive. We have the games here. And so now... And we were saying, oh, we got a third-party exclusive. No, third parties don't matter. Now it's first parties. And now look at this generation. How's your first-party lineup looking? And let me tell you something. Your first-party lineup sucks shit. No joke. It can win all the Gottis out there, but you guys don't have nothing when it comes down to variety. Nothing. Oh, he's a flip-flopper. So he comes out and says the truth, and now he's a flip-flopper. How is that flip-flopping? How is that flip-flopping, though? I'll tell you, Lou, exclusive matters, bro. I mean, they can matter to you, but it doesn't do shit to me. Because I'll tell you this much. What was I playing yesterday that I was really having fun? Right? Louis is a Marlon Gaming Nation fan. Wow. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I've only been to a show, I think, once to see who he is. Once. And that was 3 years ago. And he was talking about the portal. And I even super chatted him. And you know what he did? He did what people should not do. Mike Johnson, right now, PlayStation fanboy, can come in here and super chat me, and I will read his name loud and clear. He did not read mine, though. All he said was what my super chat was saying, but he did not read mine. I found that disrespectful, and I said I'm not going back to it. That's what he did. No joke, I did that. I have no beef with him, but that's disrespectful, though. Because on my name, it says Xbox International Podcast. And we're talking about the portal. Where he's having a serious conversation. And I even said this. One thing I don't like about the portal is it's not like the PSP how it was back in the day, though. That's the only thing I said on the show. Something like that. You know? Because it was going to have an internet connection. That's the only thing I said. I wasn't even trolling or nothing. And just he did not read my name. He just read my super chat. That's it. I said, okay. So, all right. I'm out. Good thing it was a $5 super chat. 3 years ago, I did that. And now you're saying I'm a fan because of what he's saying, though? What? He's talking about first-party games, and you guys bring up the whole quality shit like they don't have any quality? Really? You're saying Xbox does not have any quality? Oh, my God. Because let me tell you something. And this is the truth, though. Every time I see Spider-Man 2, there's only one song that starts playing in my head. Kubi, kuro, que acero, kake, mike, urasasore yo. And if people know that song, it's Naruto Uzumaki. And no joke, I mean, Spider-Man 2 is running like Naruto Uzumaki with his arms back doing things. So don't come to me with this shit about quality. Oh, wow. Wow, look what he said. Well, Mike Johnson, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You got 1 fucking second to apologize. I'm giving it to you right now. Because if you're saying that I'm a stupid pony, I'm a stupid pony. I'm about to kick your butt out of here. And you're never, ever, ever going to come back to the show. Because you do not come out to my grounds and disrespect me like that. You just don't. I'm sorry, bro. But that's the truth. So I'm giving you that 1 second. And if you do not apologize, I'm not kidding you. The next message better be an apology. If not, you're out, buddy. You're out. You're done. All right. It better be. No. Apologize. Because you said I'm a stupid pony, though. I don't care if you said it's a mistype. No. Go for it. But look, that's what happens, though. So, again, when it comes down to quality, right? Going back to this. Quality. Remember that. The word quality, right? When it comes down to quality, right? When it comes down to quality to games. He hiding from Yusufo. He hiding. I think he already left, though, because you know he made this mistake already left. But no worries, I'll get him later. Don't worry, shit, I'll get him. I'll get him later. Because I'm in the Eve mucks right now, reading what you guys are saying, because, you know, I got to pay attention to Eve mucks, because I got shows running around. So I got to pay attention to Eve mucks, though. It's on Twitch and, you know, and everything. So if I open up more windows, they start, you know, popping in. Everybody's voting, kick him out. According to the most consoles being sold, why is the Xbox Series consoles not out selling like the Xbox 360? I'll tell you this much, and it's simple. SNK Kev, we have a marketing problem, though. I have a serious marketing problem, and that's the truth, though. Xbox's biggest problem out there is marketing more than anything. I always say that, and that's how it is, though. It's got a major marketing problem, and they're actually now fixing it, which is a good thing because we need that to be fixed, though. Oh, I know he does. I'm seeing that all the time, though. And that's the thing, though. You guys only focus on console sales, but here we go again. And I'm going to come around and go for the kill. This is what I said, and I said this before. What am I going to do with console sales when the box, and this is Hiroki Totoki speaking, not Lou, when the box is actually the one that's holding the company together? What am I going to do with 92 million consoles when I have studio shutdowns, I have price increases, I have layoffs, I have projects being canceled, I have so much shit going around giving TCL the 51% when it comes down to TVs. I have all this stuff happening over here. And the funny thing is, they're investing way more when it comes down to anime, movies, and all this stuff than what they're doing investing in games. And what am I going to do with the box that does not even have exclusive games or first-party lineup? What am I going to do with it? And this is the conversation you guys brought up. Because why doesn't it have any exclusive first-party lineup? Because shit, they're closing down all those studios. What am I going to do with that, though? So again, you guys come over here trying to brag with the 92 million console sales when all hell is going apart. I mean, let me tell you something. If, you know what I did yesterday? Yesterday, I did a little bit of search, though. I was like, let me do some search. Sony stock, the highest point was at 2024 when it was at 80, closing into 90. It was between 50 and 90, the Sony stock. Right now, it's at 20. and it keeps dropping down. So I asked myself, what am I going to do with that? So, okay, bringing it back to topic, because we have had this argument 100 times already. You guys are not going to prove me wrong with that one, though. Because it's the truth, though. For me, and as Joey said, and I do believe it because, you know, I told Joey, like, this is something we're just going over there and so on. And he brought up the whole idea that they're probably looking for to sell the company. I mean, listen, there's something swirling around, and we might see this year or next year that Sony's being sold and somebody's picking them up. It can happen. Why not? Because that company right now, the way it's doing things, to restructure. And let me tell you something, Chad, this is simple business. If a business has to restructure, what does that mean? You guys go ahead and tell me. If they have to sit down, cut corners, do things, and restructure, what? When they say that word, what does it mean, though? Simple. Things are not working out the way they were. They got to make some changes. Because if they don't, they're going to fuck out. They're going to fail. They're going to lose way more money than what they're losing, my friends. That's what it means, if you guys do not know what restructuring means, but okay. Because the way the method was, it wasn't working. So, and we've been reading that word out there. Oh, they're restructuring their strategy. Oh, they're shutting down studios to change things. Oh, they're doing all this stuff because, you know, they got to, like, why is that a good word to use right now in 2026 right now? You know, we're going to restructure the business. That is not a good word, my friends, to use. I'm sorry. No matter what you say, it's not good, though. Because you guys are telling us that, you know, we sold 92 million consoles. We're doing so well. What the hell? I mean, I'm just asking, though. But Marlon was right, though. Marlon was right about something. That the first party lineup of Xbox is fantastic. And what would happen if they decide to pull it out? What are you guys going to do? What are you guys going to talk about? Because without first party Xboxes, we're pretty dry out here. They are. Because if you look at PlayStation's third party lineup, right? Third party lineup, there has been a couple that have been good. A couple that have been good. But the majority have been failures. The majority have been. No joke. They come out, they get the worst rating. What was the last PlayStation game that came out that was a third-party game? It was the same guys, you know, who did the CPR thing and started to fight off the fans and everything. What was that game called? Oh, shoot. It came out during the summer. It was such a bad port. Oh, my God. It's like they don't even sit there and look at quality control. I'm like, where's your quality control at, my friends? I mean, you guys are releasing games just for the heck of it without checking if the game is fine or anything. I mean, look at the score that game got. It was awful. I think it was, chat, if I'm wrong, correct me, was it Lost Souls Aside, though? I think it was Lost Souls Aside. But, like I was saying, though, right? The third-party lineup has not been good. At least with Celebrate, it's been good. You know, at least with Celebrate. At least with Silent Hill 2, has been good. I mean, what was another good one that they had that was a third-party game, Chad? I mean, help me out. But that's it. But when it comes down to first party, though, you ain't got shit. So, again, what would you guys do if Asha decides to pull this? And let me tell you something. She has every right to pull it. She has every right to pull it. What if it's true, Nadella said, do what you got to do. I'll face the CMA and FTC. I'm asking a serious question. What would you guys do? What's going to happen? What would they say? I'll delay indefinitely? Because let me tell you something. They have a way to win the FTC and the CMA right now. Because listen, she can go out there, Nadella can go out there and say, hey, we've been porting games over there. Look what these guys gave us. What's wrong with you guys? Why don't you guys go out there and attack these fellas when it comes down to this? Hey, Silent Cypher, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? We're talking about the whole exclusive thing. Bringing up some key points about it. Oh, man. Besides GTA 6 for PlayStation 5, that's it. That's the only narrative they have out there. They have nothing else. I mean, look, it's kind of funny, though. They go over here this week because we got some PlayStation news to cover, and that will be tomorrow. Because every time I'm saying, like, we were going to cover it today. But with the Xbox exclusive topic dropping in, I said, you know what, let's talk about this today. And let's leave You got the one for tomorrow, right? So, why, oh why, are you guys getting a Bloodborne movie or Bloodborne show and not getting a Bloodborne game, though? What? That's crazy shit going on out there, huh? Which really right on the mouth. So when that news came out, guess what they're talking about today? Well, you know, we've seen enough bad news over here about PlayStation. It's been 4 months of bad news with PlayStation. Let's go ahead and bring up what they love. And guess what that was, chat? Console sales. Yes! They brought it up, but guess what's so funny, though? I don't see a lot of people out there cheering for this console sales. I don't know what's going on, though. Besides the price hike, though, the consoles have sold like crazy. Oh, okay. All right. It sure seems like the next few months should be interesting, given what Xbox has been discussing. Of course it is interesting, Silent because look, like I said, out there on Twitter, Marlon brought up a good point. And he was talking about, right, the Xbox first party lineup. But again, what happens if they pull out on it? What are they going to do? Like, what is going to be the main topic? Because the main topic this generation when it comes down to PlayStation is that they're getting Xbox games. Because to be honest, though, what else does PlayStation have? Just console sales? That's it? Because when it comes down to first party lineup, they ain't got shit. And it's only console sales, console sales, console sales. GTA 6, because they're waiting for that marketing deal because they're out there trying to cheer for this shit, right? Which we have not seen it yet, but if they do, cool. But at the end of the day, what's going to be the difference, though? Because again, it comes down to this. What am I going to do with 92 million console sales when pull out? Hashtag pull out. Exactly. Hashtag pull out of this. And he was right, though. And then they were saying, oh, Xbox doesn't have any quality when it comes down to the games. And Marlon was like, no, they do actually have quality when it comes down to the games. He actually said it. And it's kind of funny. It took him, like, what, 6 years to figure this out. Okay, but yeah. Big fan of the pullout. Says you. Oh, God. Chat, listen. Let's keep this PG. Let's not throw the show to hell. Don't forget about this. Xbox Series is the first PC console to play GTA 6. Pickles, let me tell you something, Mr. Pickles. Look, let's not say it's going to be the first one because we do not know when will GTA 6 drop to PC. It could drop before Xbox brings out the Helix. I mean, we have some data, what did I say, data out there that literally tells you that PC players are buying a lot of games. They are. I mean, I saw this one, was it a day or two before, but yes. It's over here. It's the truth, though, so why not? And not only that, we also saw the conversation about Rockstar talking about PC. And you know, how important PC is part of gaming and all this stuff, you know, because they're looking at this. I mean, look, and this is the funny part, right? And it's the truth, though. These bozos, right? I mean, I look, sorry, bozo. I'm not making fun of you, Bozo the Clown. I mean, back in the day, you were the man, bozo. But these bozos out here, right? I got to use that word. These bozos out here are saying all these lies because they saw that, ooh, PlayStation, you know, is the one buying a lot of stuff in GTA. I even came in and said when people were bringing this up, I told these PlayStation fanboys in the chat that I'm in, I don't know why the hell I'm in that chat and what's up. I even told them, you know, those numbers are not 100% correct, right? I mean, when they're not 100% correct, they're from GTA and all this stuff. I'm like, bro, listen. They are way too low. Way too low. And what do you mean they're way too low, Lou? I mean, bro, there's 230 million GTA sold. No joke. There's 230 million GTA 5 sold, so those numbers are way too low. What that tells you is that it's time for them to ramp up and bring out GTA 6. They better not extend it anymore because these guys are getting tired of GTA 5. I mean, GTA 5 has been out for how long, chat? It's been out since, since Christopher Columbus came to Dominican Republic. No joke, that's how long it's been. And it's funny, I find it funny because people even show pictures like, this was me when GTA 5 came out, and this is me now. I mean, even people had hair when GTA 5 came out. Look at now, though. I mean, we're getting older. They were joking about that. And that's the truth, though. it's time for them to bring out that game. That's what it says though, and those numbers will spike up. And then we find out, because like I said, right? GTA 5 leak, Xbox players huge profits, which is true, right? It's true. Then we find out that there was this one Xbox player who spent $1 million in one hit on GTA 5 game cards, and GTA 5 shark cards, and that is BB Money B. That's who it was. Like I said, Xbox players, huge profits in GTA 5. I find it the truth because, Big B Money spends a lot of money in GTA 5, so he's the one who spent that money in there. BB, why do you spend $1 million in shark cards, though? Damn, Big B Money, you got nothing to do in 2020, though? Damn, you spent $1 million, though. But, yo, I just found it funny because they saw that the numbers were pretty up in PlayStation 5 because there's a lot of people still playing the game and they think it was good. But then at the end, the truth is the Xbox players are the ones who spend the most money that they do. Oh, I find it so funny. I find it so funny, though. I find it hilarious. Louis looks kind of like a bit of a Samuel Bateman. Who in the blue hell is Samuel Bateman, though? Hey, Brothers Grimm, what's up? Okay, now I'm curious. Okay, is Samuel Bateman someone that's famous in the proper way or someone that's famous in a different way? Because I'm afraid to look in Google. Because I don't want my shit to be covered, and like that guy, who got his, never. I won't say the name of those because, I'll just say Bobby. That's all I'll say. Samuel Bateman. Okay, who's Samuel Bateman, though? Samuel Bateman. Why in the blue hell you gotta... Seriously? Seriously, out of all people, you gotta call me that, dude? Wow, that's terrible, though. Like I said, that had to be something weird. Damn, that's rude, though. Damn, you babe, that's rude, though. I'm not look like that, dude. Hell no. Oh, my God, especially for what he got arrested for? No. I want to see the sales numbers of GTA 5 on each platform. But here's the thing, though, right? Look, that's what these guys are cheering for. They remember the whole time they were saying exclusives, first party, the disrespect. Yes, Silent Cypher disrespect. Man, Silent Cypher, I've been called worse out here. No joke. I've been called worse, my friend. No joke. Mike Johnson called me stupid today. The thing is, I'm in Eve Monks right now and I cannot see the chat. I'm about to kick his butt. I told him he got to apologize and, his seconds have been gone, though. So if I find him earlier, I will kick his butt out of here. He did not apologize for what he said. I gave him that chance, though. He got pissed. And I said, you do not come on my grounds and call me this, man. You just don't. You can debate me, you can argue with me all you want, but calling someone stupid is actually pretty rude. So, yeah. That's how it is, though. That's how it is. But why can't Asha turn around and said, we're pulling out? Why can't this discussion be there? Why can't it happen? Oh, because Jess Gordon said it and Jess Gordon has been wrong. Jason Schreier has been wrong. What's up? Like I even said it before. Jason Schreier knows he knows his people out there. He sits there and he knows his people who he talks to, and the article literally says it loud and clear. Well, they're pulling out a PC, but Is Xbox is bringing back console exclusive? They only have 30 million consoles. Where will they generate money outside console? And they're going to put it on PC. Because that's where people buy. If you're not noticing the trends, that's where people buy, though. Pony's gonna ponies. Yeah, exactly. Pony's gonna pony. Exactly. They're gonna pony. He's pissed off because I said the truth, though. I said, what is your first party lineup this generation? It's been shit. They don't have nothing. Rinse and repeat. So again, is that exactly that in the room? Because here's the thing, though. I don't know why you guys worry about this. Because look, PC is where it's at. You know, people buying games on PC, and why not? Why don't we bring exclusives back, especially since you guys have been begging for it? And PlayStation needs it, because the thing is, it seems like, and it is the truth though, PlayStation needs it, because Marlon even said it yesterday. I was laughing my butt off with what he said out there. I was laughing about it. He said, without this, we don't got shit. Which is true though, because the first party lineup sucks. It's just gonna be a plain old third party console. That's it. And then they decided to attack the AAA thing, you know, the quality and all that shit. Yeah. Yep. That's how it is, though. They're just mad. They're mad because they are scared, my friends. They are scared. And why are they scared, my friends? Because shit, like I said before, you have a new person here, and she is not messing around. Because listen, look, yesterday a lot of people, someone came in here and was talking about Phil Spencer, and I said all the good stuff about Phil. True, Phil Spencer did a lot of great things to this console. Sarah Bond did a lot of great things with this console. We cannot lie about that. They did pretty good stuff. I mean, I cannot deny it. They brought Game Pass. Look at us now. We're saving money when it comes down to games. Look how Game Pass is flourishing. I mean, we have replaced in Game Pass one of the best games. You know, shit, I played it yesterday. Oh, shit. Chat, wait till I get to talk about replaced. Damn. Wow. But they're bringing up good stuff in there. And that's all Phil Spencer's work, and that's all Sarah's work. I mean, we got to applaud that. But when it comes down to the box, though, it feels like, in some formal way, it feels like it was a bit, just a teensy bit abandoned, though. Because a lot of people feel that, and a lot of people have felt that, though. Like, oh, man, feels like it's abandoned. Oh, man, these price tags, oh, man, all this stuff. And now you got this lady looking at this and say, okay, I want people to come back to the box and focus on the box. She took down this is an Xbox marketing. Perfect. She took that down, even though we understood what it meant. But at the end of the day, though, right? Shoot, go away, right? Why not? And now she's trying to focus and get people over here like, okay, Game Pass is too expensive. That's been a subject in hand. A lot of people say it's been too expensive. And again, like I always say, if you're not going to use it as I use it, for example, look at me. This month alone, $30, oof, H2, replaced. What else is going to come out this month? I mean, we're packed. Next month, we have Forza Horizon coming in. I mean, we are fucking packed. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me do the math. All these games cost $90, $100, and I'm paying $30. Man, I'm saving my money. For me, later on down the road, go ahead and pick it up. When I get a nice little sweet, beautiful, awesome discount. Because that's what we do these days, chat. It's true. Money is tight. That's how it is. It's tight. Taut like a tiger, as you know, what's his name? You know, yeah. But yeah, it's tight though. Oh man, it's been fire. So yeah, Louis, if you don't use it, you lose it. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? That sounded pretty scary though. If you don't use it, you lose it. But yeah, that's my point though. Yeah, exactly. YouTube Premium went up to 15. But Pickles, listen. Let me tell you something, Pickles, and it's the truth though. I gotta say it, it's the truth though. Still, it's no matter what, it's still the best money I've ever paid. I mean, yo. Especially when there's political campaigns. Oh my God. No. Shit. If they go back to exclusives, it will rattle the ponies. Of course it will rattle the ponies. Talos, the man with the ray. What's up, brother? Good morning. It will rattle the ponies. Why would it rattle them? Look at brother's good laughing his ass off. Exactly. It's tight. Tight like a tight. Yeah. You know from what? That movie, what's that movie though? You know that movie that the guy has a thing from like, his thing is coming off and he eats. Ew, that was pretty nasty though. Why did I say that though? Still doesn't sound nasty though. But it's still the best money I've ever paid though when it comes out of YouTube Premium. But look, chat. God, talking about gold member. Oh man. Oh, why did I say that too? Gold member. But oh God, y'all making me laugh here. But look, that's the truth, my chat. I mean, it's tight, so we wait for sales, and that's how gamers have been buying. Sales. You know, we're waiting for sales. That's why a lot of people say Steam is one of the best places out there, because they always got sales, and that's something that's really important, because the way money is, we go ahead and purchase, you know, some stuff over there. We go to CD Keys, or we do this, we do that. You know, we always look for a way to purchase things as cheaply as we want, because heck, this is a hobby, and you know, sometimes it can get expensive. No problem. We have, you know, every right to look for ways to buy the game. 100%. Look at Silent. Look, Silent. My head is all over the place today, Silent. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it polite today. I try to keep it polite. Try to. Like I said, I'll try. So, why wouldn't she say, "Hey, Sony"? Because listen, like I told you guys before, if I was Asha right now, I would go out there, especially with the thing that just came up, because it's kind of funny though. They were like, "Oh, this was a year ago." This was a year ago? Really? Like the whole exclusive thing that it says down there. I mean, do they have actually the proof of that? I mean, I could easily do something super easy. I can grab that picture and I can post it out there and literally put a date on it. Why not? I mean, AI is out there. We can switch things, and we know how to switch things with AI though. We've seen it. I mean, with AI, I can actually get more buffer though. You know, looking all buff, looking all strong, looking all good almighty. You know, I can look like He-Man if I wanted to, and say I got the power. Hell yeah! Speaking of that, it got delayed. Out of all things, that game got delayed. Chat, that game got delayed. To be honest, still good for me though, so I'm gonna save a couple bucks this month. But damn, it got delayed though. I want to play that game so bad. Got delayed to June. No. All right, let's keep going. Brother Scream Tail says, "I'm tight like a tiger. I don't like spending money. That's why I use Netflix. It plays everything for free. Netflix, Amazon Video, Apple TV, and Disney, etc. Holy shit. I did not know about this. Let me write that down. Write down Netflix. All right, let me grab my pen. My beautiful orange pen. Netflix. Let me write that down. Look at it. All right, let's go. Ooh, the beautiful Zena in the building. What's up, Zena? Says, "Salah, I'm good. I'm just having some coffee." Send me some, Zena. My coffee was terrible this morning. I don't know what happened to my coffee, though. Oh, that's right. I run out of that creamer stuff. Yep, I need to find some creamer. Yes. I ran out of the creamer stuff. That's why, because I'm using regular milk, and I don't know why, but the sugar with that regular milk just don't mix. I gotta find myself that creamer that gets that sweet spot. Make sure to use VPN, says Brothers Grim. Oh, we gotta use VPN? Oh, okay, thanks for that. Man, speaking of that, Farq told me to check something out. I totally forgot about that a long time ago, though. I gotta talk to Farq about that these days. But yeah, let's keep going. But yeah, that's how it is. Things are a bit tight these days. I walked into Starbucks because I'm out of creamer. Really? You walked to Starbucks to buy it for that creamer? Oh man. No. But yeah, I will go to the supermarket, right, to buy the creamer, and they did not have creamer though. I was like, oh no. I froth hand and half and sweetened with stevia. Great cup of coffee. Really? Oh, I gotta check the stevia out. Yep, I gotta check that out. Creamers are delicious. They make the coffee pretty sweet. Yes, they do. So, bring it back in, chat, because, we're talking about creamy. We're talking about gold member. Pause. My bad. We're talking about, some stuff out here. So, yeah. Asha. Do what you got to do with the Xbox, though. Bring back exclusives. And use that as a negotiating term. And if the FTC CMA come after you, you say, hey, we've been giving them games for years. They haven't given us shit. All we have gotten is this shit. Right? All we gotten is Helldivers 2 and MLB The Show. And probably Death Stranding. That's it. But other than that, though, we have not gotten Spider-Man. We have not gotten Uncharted. We have not gotten anything. So go for it. I should do that. And when they send something out there, right? When they do send something out there, right? They decide, to go out there and do that. Then you say, okay, here you go. Here's Forza. Here's a little bit of gears. Here's a little bit of this sauce and that sauce. Give them a little bit, not too much. But get tough, Asha. Get tough. Because that's the only thing, I was sitting here and I was thinking that Phil and Sarah were going to do was go out there, get tough with this thing and say, hey, Sony, I'm giving you this. Where is this at? I guess they didn't. They're letting Sony do whatever it wants. Now it's time for Xbox to do whatever the fuck they want, when they want, and do it just right. Because look, like I said, if we use our linear numbers, our linear analytics numbers, right? If we use that though, stick to those numbers, especially those guys who said that 22,000 Final Fantasy 16 was sold because they went into the review section and picked that up thinking that that was the only number. Dumbasses. Sorry, I gotta say it that way. But yeah, keep it creamy. And add that little, what's that thing called? You go in and you're like, and it goes, and it leaves out that beautiful, puffy, white, forgot what it says though. But yeah, keep that coffee creamy. Hashtag creamy gold member. Why did that sound so wrong though? All right, let's keep going. PS5 is more powerful than a 5090. Look how beautiful the sky is. Yeah, it's nice, nice sky, stuff like that. Yeah. Beautiful sky though. Who said that bullshit though? That mask is so zesty. Yes, that's fully clean. Man, where the heck are there zest bars, man? I remember washing myself with that soap though. That soap had like a natural smell. Why are we talking about smells and stuff like this today? What the hell? John Wolf is laughing at creamy. Hey, that's silent side for hashtag right there. Louis, you drink too many hot beverages, laugh out. Crack open an ice cold Red Bull. Can you imagine me in Red Bull in the morning? Ah, shit. Damn. Me in a Red Bull in the morning, I could even be sitting down though. I'll be like, over here, over there. I'll be so hyped up I couldn't even sit down though with Red Bull in the morning. I'll be so energized, man. Not even the Energizer Bunny could catch up to me. Heck no. That's too much. And I don't drink that much Red Bull, my friend. It's a good beverage, but I'm not really a big fan of Red Bull though. Not really though. So yeah. Louis off of Red Bull would be scary. Please start drinking them. Would be scary though. You want me that badly energized in here? Oh my God. I wouldn't even sit still. If Ono Salas moves all the time when he's on camera though, imagine me though. I'll be probably climbing up the fan or probably going over there and hug the painting. I don't know. I'll be too energized though. No joke. I'll be like, here, come here. Yeah. I drink way too much coffee. Switch to Red Bull, I would explode. Wow, really? It's 3:15 for me. The bar is open. Nice. Oh, go ahead, my friend. Have yourself a little beer, man, if you can. Don't drink too much, though. Just have yourself a little beer. Hashtag little beer. There you go. Yeah, little beer. Yeah. Is there a thing such as little beer? There's got to be a thing such as little beer. Little beer. Hey, we can start a beer company called Little Beers. Yeah, sell you like a mini beer, in the small barrel, or beer in the barrel. Little beer in a barrel. There you go. Yeah, that would be a trend though. Can I get a little beer in a barrel? There you go, in a small keg. Heck yeah, I'll make some big bucks on that though. And opens up like, man, what am I? Yo, I'm actually really thinking things, man. This coffee is maybe little beer. There you go. Red Bull is actually more like a soda, more like caffeine than other ones. Yeah, it is. That's why I try to stay off of that though, because I might get addicted though. Too much Red Bull is not good for your heart. So, do it, Asha, do it. And these next months are going to be interesting. So the question is, will it be this year though? Louis already exists. It's called Little Kings. Ah, damn. The thing is, Silent, we do not get Little Kings in here, though. Can I type that in Google? Is it safe, though, Silent? Because, you know, I'm afraid to type in some stuff out here in Google because it's kind of gets scary for me, though. You know, they say a couple things in here, and then, I don't know. Yeah, I'm afraid to type in things in here, though. Let's see. Little King's beer. All right, Little King's beer. Okay, here you go. I found it. Oh, but that's a beer bottle though. But they don't have a keg though. We need to have it in a small keg though. A small shit keg with beer. That'd be delicious. So yeah. All right. LBB, Little Barrel Beer. There you go. Hell yeah. Can I get an LBB? There you go. LBB. Yeah, I did type in Little King's Beer. Hey, TJ, good morning to you. How you doing, TJ? What's up? How's your vacation going? Did you catch me some fish? I mean, if you catch me some fish, send it over here. If you catch some salmon, make sure you send it over there to get it smoked, and then you send it over here. You know, send me a big pack of smoked salmon, man. Smoked salmon is so delicious. I'm hungry. I think Halloween used to make those IRC. Huh? I know Corona does a little bottles, though. But they get me so desperate, though. They so small, man. It's like I just grab it and just smell it and I already drank it. I don't drink, but remember when you worked in the grocery store years ago? Now, question of the year. Will the Xbox Series have all the storefronts and the Series X dashboard interface? It should, though. What? I got a three-eyed Willie. TJ, listen, TJ, listen. Listen, TJ, listen. 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 I don't know what you be fishing for, but a three-eyed Willie, though. I mean, TJ, you know. Damn, I never heard of a fish called Willie. Well, I did have heard of a fish called Willie. That was Free Willie, though, but that was a big-ass whale, though. But three-eyed Willie. Am I reading this right? Oh, walleye. Oh, my bad. Walleye. Oh, my bad. I thought he said Willie. I was like, what the hell? What is a three-eyed Willie? Man, sorry about that, chat. You ever have the big box lemonade? No, I never had that, though. I got to try that out. Energies have way too much sugar. Sodium isn't so much the issue. The sugar-free ones are packed. They're brimmed with chemical sweeteners. I don't think they have walleye where Louis is, laugh out loud. Let me go see though. Walleye. What is that okay for me to look for? I'm afraid to look for stuff these days. Walleye. Fish. Alright, let's go. No, we don't have that. No, we don't have that type. Man, that's good. Is it good though? Let me see. Walleye food. Walleye fish food. Let me see if I can. Yum, yum. Look at that. All nice and creamy. Look at that fish. Yeah. Oh man, now I'm getting hungry. Now I want some fish though. But good catch, TJ. How heavy was it? Don't tell me that they're like this small though, because that's the thing though. I hate going out fishing there, catch like a really small fish. I'm like, what the hell? And then I catch another small fish, like bluegill size. That pisses me off. Damn, small fishes. No way. I want big fish so I can, and then cook it, you know. Add some lemon into it, man. Let's get those juices out of it. Ooh, creamy fish. There you go. Hashtag creamy fish. Of course. Nothing better than creamy fish, baby. Let's go. Man, I'm hungry. Why we gotta talk about food though and energy drinks and stuff like that, Chad? Let's talk about games. Stop making Lou hungry. So, let's start a poll just for the hell of it. Let's see what you guys got to say about this. Try catching sturgeon. I once caught a bass though. Once, twice, I don't remember though. When I was fishing in the States, I caught a gator too though, by accident. That gator was pissed off. Think it wasn't that big though. Shit. After seeing people pee in the water and bodies floating, I'm no longer fish from the lakes. Did I miss you talking about replace? I'm gonna jump into it right now. I'm gonna talk about replace though. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it though. I don't want to give out that much spoilers though, because that game is fire. But before that though, let me put up a poll. I want to ask the chat a serious question about this. To the box. I want to know their answer though. It's gonna be an interesting one. Tony. There you go. Start the poll. All right. Let's see what chat has to say. Put up a poll. That sounded so wrong though. So let's jump into replace, my chat. Who played replace last night? I used to go fishing in the Mississippi. Oh, I used to fish in the Mississippi River, which was just me getting drunk on a boat early in the morning, laugh out loud. Damn, Zeta! It's never, I mean, at least the river doesn't move as much, but when it comes out of the ocean. But one time, man, I went out fishing, I started to drink. Oh my God. Well, we did catch a lot of fish thanks to me, because, you know, I was out there, you know, doing the messy things I was doing, though. And the fish came up, you know, like, ooh, food, you know, we were catching them. Oh, man. So let's talk a little bit about replace, my chat. Louis playing Syndica. No, I don't know what Syndica is, but... Oh, Louis plays Indica. I thought it was Syndica. Well, that's what it is. It's a sin in a game called Indica. Exactly. Oh, fish sticks, though. Ooh. From Long John Silver's. Long John Silver's. Why in the hell does it have that name, though? Seriously, what kind of a name is that? So John's Lawn is silver. The hell? I saw replays, got to the part where I got the stun rod. Need to play more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me tell you some fish sticks. How about replace though? So yesterday, you know, I took a break from Witcher 3 because even though I'm close to the ending, I said, let me take a break from this. Let me go into replace. Because, you know, I read it was a 10 to 12 hour long game, which basically I think it is. And man, look. The way it starts, the way it goes. John's Long Silver, exactly. I mean, seriously, what kind of name is that, though? I'm not kidding you, though. I mean, all these years, I've seen that name. Long John Silver's got fish sticks. Long John Silver's has got this creamy fish. Long John Silver's got... and now you're reading that name though loud and clear. I'm like, why now you named Long John Silver? Seriously, John's Long Silver. Is it Long John Silver? John's Long. Well, it should be John's Long Silver because seriously, oh my God. I mean, we have a gold member out there. We can have a silver member too. I mean, why the heck not? You know, shit. But dang. He likes some creamy tartar sauce for his fish. Oh God. Pause. Chat. Listen. This show cannot go to hell. God, I'm laughing today. But look, back to replace. Let's focus. Let's go focus back to replace though. Replace, yo. That intro to the game, the prologue. Wow. The only thing I gotta say, you know, is all that long reading. But the long reading though Whoa, it's interesting everything you pick up to read though. Like the story behind the city, the story behind of everything that happened, and why is this happening, what's going on. It's pretty interesting. I don't want to give you guys spoilers that much, but wow, like I said, the prologue though, I love it. The prologue to that game was super interesting. I just love how the intro. I just love how like the camera rolls and how things go in that game. Like all of a sudden you go into another scene. I love how it switches to the next scene. That's fucking amazing. Sometimes like running through a corridor, you see like the camera pull out. Like pause. That sounded wrong, but it's the truth though. I mean, the camera kind of like pulls out into the scene. You see more of the scene. I mean, I was like, whoa, this is to be the game this is pretty amazing. And the plot to it is fucking awesome. I'm hyped up. This, I tell you this much, chat. This feels like an '80s game. No joke. This feels like this was an '80s game being made with top-notch technology. And man, yo, those combos, man. When you grab that police rod, yeah. Pause. Because it went that way, of course. But when you grab that gun police rod, still sounds wrong. But either way, though, when you grab that and you start making up those combos, you're like, whoa, shit. Yo, look, the game is good. The game is good. I already got past the level, a level of a train. That's the only thing I'm going to say. A train thing, that's it. And it just picks up and picks up and picks up and picks up. Grab that police rod. This has become a Fuzzy Belvedere show, chat. I'm sorry. if you guys would know what a Fuzzy Belvedere show is, you guys got to go see. Oh Lord, this is an inside joke though. Sally knows what I'm talking about though. You gotta tune into the shows on Friday where Silent Cypher is at in order to understand what's going on when I go in and start trolling though. Oh man, which comes later? GTA 6 age verification thing. I kind of saw something going out there about age verification though. But chat, I want to know who's playing that game in here. I mean, who's playing Replace? Because look, I know Hades 2 is out, right? And I know a lot of people were hyped up about Hades. I get that, you know. And Hades is a pretty good game. But yo, I'm just intrigued with Replace though, because just looking at it with the cyberpunk world and everything that's going on, I mean, it's got an interesting story to it. I'm really with my mouth open. I'm not kidding you. I never had like a. It's been years since I played a really good 3-bit. Is it not? No 3-bit? I don't know what's it called. Is it 3-bit? I don't know. But the type of game is a side-scrolling game. It's been years since I had a really great story behind a side-scroll game like this. Because I know. There's Broforce, which Broforce is a lot of fun. But this, though, with the content, the story behind it and everything, I'm like, whoa, this story is fucking amazing. Simple. Go in and do what you gotta do. That's it. Pause. I know that's on round 2, but yeah. You haven't tried it yet? Oh my god. I placed some last night. Got the fat. Oh, that. Yo, Game Ball. Those combos are wicked. I love the scene. Like, I love this animation though. I love when he's using that combo thing with the police rod. Pause. Right? He's in there. It's like pop, and then he goes whoop. Let's try that again. He goes whoop. Grabs it by the end and goes pow, pow, pow. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's the man. I love when he does that flip though. When he does that counter, man. Yo, it's really good. I'm really enjoying it though. It's really good. It's really good. It's fucking fun. The only thing I find annoying is those guys that shoot you though. Oh my god. It's like, gun work, I want to shoot back. Brother Screamer, have you used a med kit yet? I have not used a med kit. The only time I used a med kit was at the very beginning, you know, when he needs to plug himself in. Or, did I say plug himself in? Patch himself in. Pause. God, why am I going through all this plug, creamy, Silver Johns, gold members today? What's going on with me today? God. Safo saying, I will be playing Replace, but today's the last day for me to return the Mac Studio. Should Safo return the Mac Studio? Chat, vote. Safo be like, if they say yes, I still will return it. But are you liking it though, Safo? You really enjoying the Mac Studio? I mean, you really wanted that. I'm asking you that though. If you really liked it, enjoy it, you know. If you're gonna be using it a lot, I mean, it seems like you're enjoying it though, because I've been here, you know, listening to you these past couple of days, telling me about the Mac Studio. Woohoo! Shout out to the 42 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Chat. I do not know why we're stuck at 2014. Yeah, I'm not gone up to 220, but you know, pretty soon we will. I know last week was Coachella week, so yeah. I use medkit with every fight. I'm worried medkits will be limited and make me mad. Yes, they are limited though. They are limited. They are limited. Game on banner. They are limited. So what you gotta do is you gotta watch out. You just gotta learn how to dodge. It's not that hard though. The dodging and the counters are not that hard. It's easy to see though. It feels like it's Batman the game, you know. Batman the game, man. I was kidding, man. Those Batman games are the best though. When it comes down to combo things and breaking and snapping legs. Well, it doesn't snap legs though, but you know what I mean though. But yeah, it's pretty amazing though. The combos in that game are awesome. Weird doesn't have a level up system though. They should. Yeah, I'm glad they don't have a level up system. I just hope you get to do more wicked combos though, because the game is just wicked. The bad guys are awesome too, man. Oh wow, man! I'm telling you, I'm in love with Replace, man. I just cannot wait till I get home today and play more Replace, man. Oh man, I'm hyped for that game. I'll probably finish it along the week and then go back to Witcher 3. But man, and give that game my final review on that one. It's so fucking good. It is. And to be honest though, I know it's been delayed much, and I know some people probably saw it. They're like, yeah, you know, I don't know why they delayed it, but let me tell you something. I see why they delayed it. It's so damn good. Uh-oh. Never mind, I guess I'm playing Replace. My last chance to return it was yesterday. No! Safa, no, Safa, no, that's some news. No, Safa. I mean, if you like it, it's cool. But if you didn't like it, no, Safa, no. Bobby, we're talking about Replace. What's wrong with you? Okay, he left. See? There you go. Bobby left. He thought I was talking about PlayStation, came by here, you know, start yelling at us. But he left. He's like, okay, talk about Replace, I'm gone. All right. But yeah, that game, man, that game, wow. Just everything, man. Everything in that game was really well. And that's the question, though. I see a lot of people do these big AAA games out here, right? You know, focusing on this big AAA, big ass story, big open world games. But man, this one is simple. You go in, or either you get your ass kicked or you kick ass. Simple story though. Simple story like that 1 minute or 2 minute prologue, right? Before the game starts, about seeing him attached to a machine and everything that happens after that. You're like, whoa. You know, it's just amazing. And then you just go through the scenes, and even though in the beginning it starts like a bit slow, but once you get downstairs, my friends, oh man, that's where the fun starts. Man, you gotta be running, my friends. I mean, listen, let me tell y'all something. Forrest Gump don't run as fast as this dude does, though. I mean, this man does a lot of running, though. Shoot. My God. There's a lot of running in that game, though. And a lot of thinking, too. There is. There is. A lot of thinking in there, too. Yep. Pretty good game. I'm really enjoying it, though. The beginning, yeah, you see? It did like us. And what I love about the beginning of that game is how things just click. It's quick. It's a quick story, quick and easy story to understand how things click. And then, like, for example, you're in this world, like, I like all the Blade Runner stuff. Oh, Blade Runner. You know, for the first time I saw that movie was a year ago, I think. I saw Blade Runner. Is it Blade Runner with Wesley Snipes, right? Am I confused though? No, that's Blade, right? Yeah. Blade Runner is with Kevin Costner, right? Is it Kevin Costner or Harrison Ford? I don't remember. All I know is that Blade Runner connects into the alien. Does it? I think Blade Runner does connect to the alien thing, doesn't it? Yeah, it collects to the aliens and predators and stuff like that, though. Yeah, I think it does though, because I think it was a Ridley Scott film, right? Yeah, Ridley Scott. Yeah. No Harrison Ford. It was Kevin Costner then, right? It was Harrison Ford in Blade Runner. Really? Hold on, I'm confused though. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm confused though. Blade Runner. Because I know we had a 2017 film with forgot his name. Oh yeah, it was with Harrison Ford. I thought it was with Kevin Costner though. Didn't Kevin Costner do a sci-fi movie though? I'm confused, Chad. I'm confused. Alright. Blade Runner connects to connected to Alien. There you go. Yes, I knew that movie was connected to Alien though. Yes, I knew that though. I'm going to cancel you, Louis. Why are you gonna cancel me for? What are you gonna cancel me for? Ryan Gosling. There you go. I have not seen the Ryan Gosling one. I have not seen it though. The original was Ford. I'm confused though because listen, I get confused all the time when it comes down to movies. But yeah, I did see it though. I think it was a year ago and it was really good. I was like, whoa, you know, I missed out on this. Harrison Ford come back for the new. He did? I gotta check it out though. I don't think Harrison Ford has been young since the 70s. Damn, you babe, really? I mean, bro, you see it though. I mean, he's still young this day. I mean, Harrison Ford's still kicking butt. He did Indiana Jones the other day, and you saw him do all those jumps and everything. I was like, what? How can Harrison Ford do that? I mean, man, this guy moves, man. Not knowing movies. Listen, listen. I watch so many movies. It's funny though. I get confused all the time because there's tons and tons and tons of movie crazy one watches. Now the only ones I don't get confused by is I watch The Warriors every year. I watch The Thing every year. The Thing, not another thing, but The Thing. You know, John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Okay, but yeah. I watch all that though. I watch all those movies every single year, and those are the main movies I literally watch. When it comes down to do movies, I gotta get adjusted to them. Like for example, Blade Runner, I gotta rewatch it again, which I really enjoyed. I'll probably watch when I get into my Alien, what's it called? My Alien Mojo. That sounded wrong though, but yeah, when I get into the Alien Mojo thing, that I gotta watch it. Chat, nobody tell Louis that Harrison Ford has a stunt double. Silent, why you gotta depress me like that? Louis watches this thing. Wow. I mean, yeah, but it doesn't matter your age, you take care of yourself. Man who's 7 years old and can do backflips 50 push and can run a mile. It's not like also perfect vision. Why I should get when I get into my Alien Mojo? Oh God. But seriously though, I get into these Mojo things, right? Is Mojo the right word though? Alright, let me type in Mojo. Mojo meaning. Let me see though. Exactly. A magic charm, a talisman or spell. Yeah, the Alien franchise casts a spell on me and I gotta go in and watch all the Alien movies and everything that's connected to Alien because, shit, Alien's got so much into it though. It's got so much. Shelby, good morning, my brother. How you doing? What's up? Oh, mood. Okay, we can use mood, yeah. When I get into that Alien mood. Pause. It sounded so wrong though. Louis is saying he's Mojo from X-Men. Who in the hell is Mojo from X-Men? It better be not that fat, tubby, naked dude. Of course, it had to be that fat, tubby, naked dude. Out of all things. I know who he looks like, but I'm not saying it though. But they don't look like me though. It's one of Silent Cypher's best friends out there that blocked him out there, out there on Twitter though. Austin Powers referred, yeah, I know. I sorry, Chad. I was watching Austin Powers the other day, so I got Mojo, I got all that stuff in my head, playing around these days, yeah. Sorry about that, Chad. Yeah, I got all that stuff going around there. Because, I was watching Austin Powers, like, let me take a look at this again, just having a good laugh, because Austin Powers is a pretty funny movie until the third one, though, which, It got kind of like all overly repeated. But yeah. I was thinking Mojo Jojo. Oh, Lord, Lula's. No, I did not look like that dude. No, no. My favorite aliens are the of course. I mean, who's the bro? Come on, come on. I mean, hell, bro, come on, man. Come on, come on. I mean, there's nothing better than Jawa out there. I mean, you can't fuck with those dudes. I mean, those dudes are built to destroy everything. They got the laser cannons. They got, the aim system. They blow themselves up if they get caught in a bad situation. Shit. I mean, that's badass, I'm telling you. Those guys are badass. And they get to live thousands and thousands. I think they get to live centuries, man. I'm not kidding you. Those guys are beasts, though. And they got a ranking respect system out there. It's insane. And you know what? In the last movie that they did, which was Badlands, I got to say, though, it's one of the best Predator movies out there. It's one of the best. Why? Because, like I always say, same thing with Terminator movies. That's the number one thing I bitch about Terminator movies. And I bitch about, these movies when it comes down to aliens and stuff like that. Shit. Make a movie of the damn planet. Focus on the damn planet. I mean, we need movies to be focused on the damn planet, though. We need that to happen, chat. And I love that they're focusing on the Predator planet. That, everything is going on that planet. I hope the second one, because I know who landed there. Hey! I don't know who landed there. I'm not going to give you all spoilers, but yo, focus on that because we want to know the story behind all these things, though. Yeah, I did too. It was amazing. Really, really good movie. It was. If Louis was a Predator, he'd show up at the scene riding a little... Nah, hell no. If I was a Predator, man, I'd be concrete jungle. Hell yeah. Predator jungle, man. A concrete jungle, I mean. Because, they have different types of Predator. You got the Predator jungle, you got the concrete jungle, then you have the pissed off Predators, berserk Predators, you have the samurai Predators, you have... Oh, it goes down the list, though. Ooh, man. Yobi, let's see. So it says, that's funny as fuck, and thanks for the compliment on the show, bro. Haha. I'm trying to get the last achievement of Shattered Space before I start tarting Armads. I'd be laughing my ass off with coworkers really looking at me like MFers. Leave me be and let me be great. Working and laughing, dog. Nice, nice. That's good. That's what we gotta do. Laugh. The song for Fallout 3 is called Butcher P. Seriously, what's wrong with all these? The Butcher P? It's like, look, we discussed about Silver John's Long or whatever it was earlier today, that restaurant with the weird ass name though. Seriously, Long John Silver. Like, what kind of a name is that for a restaurant, though? My bad, Taran Armada. All right, there you go. Fix it. Tartan, Jose. What we got? Tartans? Nice. So, where was I? Let's go back to gaming. We've gone all over the place today. We've gone to Long John Silver's Gold members, premium stuff, and stuff like that. Let's go back to gaming, Joe Chat. We got the hell. And Predator movies, of course, because, I like to discuss all that stuff because I really love those franchises, right? But wow. Man, yo, chat. Try Replace. It's on Game Pass. Give it a go. And trust me, you guys are going to love it. It's a really highly recommended game from Crazy Lou. Go for it. I don't know how it ends. I don't know how it ends yet. But if you ask Lou, what would you rate it now for the way the story started till now? I mean, shit, I'm sitting at, no joke, with this game at a 10. That's how much fun I'm having right now, as it is right now. I don't know how it ends yet. When I finish it up, I'll give it my final review. But man, I'm sitting at a 10. That's how good it is. Because just the way how the story clicks, the way how the game continues and everything that's happening, it's amazing. And you do not need these big-ass budget to do this with this game, though. Like, seriously, I don't know how much it cost them, but wow, it's fucking amazing. I'm impressed. Just like Dave the Diver, though. I was impressed with Dave the Diver. Fun, simple game, but it's addicting as hell. This game is up there too. No joke. It's such a good fucking game. My God. So chat, go ahead and try Replace. And if you guys finish it, don't come by here and tell me spoilers because I really want to know what's going to happen, though. I'm going to get back to Starfield when I'm done with Crimson Desert. Oh, Lord. Jesus, meet the cheater. That game is so long. Huh. Oh my God. I know a lot of people playing that game. They still have not finished it though. When the game came out, they still have not finished the damn game. Holy smokes. That is a long game. I don't know if I'm ever going to play that game because, man, if it's going to take people 2 months to finish, it'll probably take me 3 or 4. Oh, Lord. And it's only $20, man. $20 good spent. Hey, K-Saya, how you doing, bro? Good morning, K-Saya. Yeah, we're talking a little bit about Crimson Desert. We're talking about replace. We're talking about advisors to take away. Yeah. Take away, multi-platform and just focus on console exclusives. Of course, throw it against the PC because, we do not want to lose the PC side of things because PC are buying games, of course, we don't want to lose that. But, take it away from Sony. Make them mad. And negotiate, of course, and try to get those PlayStation games on over here if you can. If not, then take it away. And what was Conan the Barbarian saying? To hell with you. Yes, exactly. Let's just say to hell with you, PlayStation. I can't mimic the voice. Sorry, chat. I don't know if you guys seen Conan the Barbarian, that scene, where he's talking to the god, that if the god doesn't protect him, to hell with him. That was a pretty cool scene, though. Speaking of that, he's making a new Conan movie. Hell yeah, let's go. Man, I gotta get my, you know what? I'm gonna order my Conan the Barbarian sword. I need my Conan the Barbarian sword. I need that sword in my life, though, so you can watch me. Yes, K-Saya in the building. My friend K-Saya. Brothers Jan Louis. What flavor of vape you're smoking? I'm starting to quit this stuff, chat. I really am. It's been like I'm just using it for the shows, and then for the rest of the day I just don't use the vape. I'm doing that a lot now. I'm trying to quit this. So I'm right now strawberry, watermelon, peach. Yep. Pony say it's good that PS may take games off PC to boost PS ownership value, but can't wrap their 10 little brains around why Xbox will pull their games off PS. Why not? I would, just to make him mad though, just to see him be mad. And that day though, I don't know what Ashley Sharma gonna do, but Ashley Sharma better get a social media vest, or I don't know, she better get a tank. Not kidding you, cause the day she does this, the day she pulls the plug, oh baby, oh baby, oh. They're gonna crash and burn and try to destroy her media. I'm not kidding you. They're gonna be pissed. And us, what we'll be doing though? I know Silent's gonna be trolling because Silent always trolls. Silent always goes out there and trolls these guys. Have fun with Silent Cypher's comments, right? They do that. But I'll be eating popcorn, just having some fun. That's what I'll be doing though, just watching them burn. Going nuts. Because the question is, what are they going to play? Oh, GTA 6? That's your answer to everything right now? Because since you guys don't have exclusives, you guys got to find a win. And not only that, chat, remember one thing. They're waiting for May 8th, chat. They're waiting for that May 8th. They're waiting for it. They want to see Sony's financials roll in. They want to see how good Sony is so they can try to go out there and flaunt. And be like, yes, you see, Sony's doing fine. But their stock is at 20, though. And a couple years ago, it was at 50 to 90, though. How is that good? And yet they sold off everything. But okay. Silent Cypher says, Louis, I can see her putting all the games back to on time exclusive. But I don't think that they'll dial back all the way full exclusive. I know that. That's the thing, though, right? I believe that too, though. I believe that too, Silent. But here's the thing: she needs a bargaining chip right there, and that's pretty interesting to see, though. Because look, the thing that the fans are mad about, I know this for like a lot of people are mad about. It's like, and they said it. I've heard it from a lot of Xbox fans out there saying, "Okay, why are we giving this? We're not getting anything back." I've seen that conversation bring up again, and even though of course. If they come over here, we don't. I mean, for example, they're there, cool, but it wouldn't affect me because I know what I play and I know what I enjoy though. I know what games I like to play though. But in the console war side of things, the fans need that though when it comes down to console wars, right? Even though console wars don't leave enough money, but of course, it'll be interesting to see though if she uses this as a bargaining chip and tells PlayStation, hey, listen, we've been giving you so many games all these years, so you guys have not given something back, or either you give something, we're pulling out, and to hell with you. You got 92 million consoles out there, but at the end of the day, with the 92 million or the 100 million consoles or 200 million consoles, you guys are not buying the game. So why the heck am I going to sit here and port this game to you guys where you guys are making a 30% off of it or something? I don't know what the percentage is, but let's just say it's 30. But why am I going to port it? I'm just going to keep it over here, if you guys don't get something back. So she can use this as a bargaining chip and start negotiating with them and start bringing their games over here. So that way we can go out there and make fun of these fanboys. Because listen, that day when that does happen though, man oh man, they'll be done and gone. Let's see though. So I think if she does, it will be time. They might do a Sony online games for PlayStation. But the thing is though, Brothers Grimm though, this should be a bargaining chip, right? Because like I always say, and yesterday I even expressed this though, right? The fanboy in me, of course, wants exclusives. Why not? I want exclusives. I want them here. I want them, right now. Why the heck not? Because it's something that's good to have to talk about. It's something that gives us all muscled up, beefed up. Looking like Keanu Reeves, for example. Okay, Keanu Reeves is a bad example though, but y'all know what I mean though. It makes it look like we're Batman going out there kicking some butt. It gives us like all that mighty strength. Flexing our muscles and everything. I mean, it's a fun conversation to have though when it comes down to exclusives though, of course. But what are we getting back though? That's the thing that as a fanboy in me, like, what are we getting back though? I feel like you're giving them too much, and they're using this as a bargain. And the Xbox fanboys are like, oh, they keep sending these games over there, it's not doing nothing when the other one's not giving back. They keep on telling me that though. But on the other side though, like I said, as a real fan of the company, right? Let's say as a real fan, when it comes down to the business side of things, I'm gonna check it out right now though. Wow, a lot of people just want to see him mad though. I do want to see him mad though, just for the heck of it. But where was I? If you want the company to survive though, do you think this was the right move to do these days? I believe so. I mean, them sending the games out there with the way things are when it comes down to gaming and everything we're reading all the time. I mean, we're seeing studio shutdowns, layoffs. We're seeing a lot of things happening out here. And at this moment, it was probably the right move to do that. Now, can we go back on it? Why not? They can. What's the problem? Why can't they? Because that's the thing I don't understand with these guys. It's like, oh, they can't pull up on it because, with Alinea, though, they're saying that the games are selling. You know what? Let's pull up that Alinea analytic bullshit. Let's pull it up here and let's read it, though. Because, again, I don't trust Alinea analytics when it comes down to the numbers. I just don't, but we'll just talk a little about it. With 38 votes in, it says here, 71% voted yes, make them mad. 8% said no. I wonder who that 8% is. I don't care about exclusives is 18%. And 3% saying I'm having beer for dinner. Nice. There you go, having beer for dinner. Nice. Beer meaning I don't care, whatever happens, I'll be happy. So let's go find that analytics stuff out there that I saw the list, and that because of course they were using that as ammo because that's how they are. And kind of odd though that list came out. Kind of odd though that list came out, right? All of a sudden though. Alinea? Are you guys PlayStation fanboys? Because y'all came out with that analytic, trying to say like, look, they sell over here. Interesting. That list has to come out just like that though. Like, let's bring up everything. Forza Horizon sold 5 million copies. This is baby. Okay, all right. But you brought it up at this time though because the whole exclusive talk was there though. You guys got desperate. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I think it was, I don't know who brought it up. All right, let's go find this dude. I hate using these guys, but we're gonna go ahead and find him though. Here he is. The guy who says I call things down the middle. All right, let's use this right here. Let me put this on the, all right, on the small things to care, two springs. I'll take one left, you're right, and sing. Always, I know that you'll be on my show. Sorry, chat. Blink-182. So let's keep going. So they're using this as an example, like, oh yeah, they do sell. How is this good? Ninja Gaiden 257 copies so far in Xbox published games and linear estimates. 245K copies on Flight Simulator 2024. Wow. Well, I mean, you know, yeah. So Outer Worlds only sold 160K copies. Starfield 140K. Avowed 54K. Age of Empires 4 52K, and South Dominion 60K. And you guys are saying that, you know, Starfield reportedly sells 140K copies the first week, signal 2.5-year delay for these ports can seriously limit the sales versus going multi-platform for launch, or even 6 months after. Oh. So basically you're admitting that, you know, that Xbox should go back to exclusives then and not port these games, you know, 2 years later. That's what basically you're saying though, right? I mean, PlayStation does it, and you guys were complaining about that, you know, PlayStation should do it because it's right, though, because they don't want to lose the power to the console. But when Xbox does it, though, it's bad, though. See, that's what I mean, though. Like, make up your minds, for fuck's sakes. Seriously, just do it. Make up your minds, though. Let's see if we can find another one, though. And here we go. Forza Horizon 6 sold 5 million copies. And he says, Xbox is good at not coming back, too much money to be made on PS5. Seriously? Because Forza Horizon, okay, hold on a second, because this is where the hypocrisy hits them. So you're over here, chat, check this out, look out, and I have to say this word because I don't like to say it though. Look at this analysis he made. I was going to say stupid though, but it's a mean word though. Stupid is a mean word, sorry chat. But look what it says though. Starfield reportedly copies on PS5 in the first week. This is 17 hours ago. It says the signal that 2.5-year delay for these ports to PS5 can seriously limit sales versus going multi-platform at launch. But wait a minute, it affects. But Forza Horizon 5 pretty much is a 5-year delay, and look how much it sold. And they're saying they're making too much money. The same dude. And this was 18 hours ago, an hour later after this dumbass tweet. This one, chat, this one. Man, Hunter, have yourself a little bit more respect, my friend. Seriously, no joke, have yourself a little bit more respect because, man, if you're going to stick with something, do it the right way. And because you saw Starfield sold 140K copies, you're going to complain because of 2.5-year delay. Why didn't you complain about Forza Horizon delay, which was pretty much a 5-year delay? Forza Horizon came out when? 2021 was it, chat? 2021. Come on. Wow. This was a terrible analysis right there. And that's what I mean, though. And you say, I call things down the middle. Well, it seems like you do call things down the middle. I mean, too much money being made for Forza Horizon 5. And, all right, let's go look at that data, chat. Because, you know, of course, I love looking at data, right? So, Forza Horizon 5, release date. So, Forza Horizon 5 was was released on November 9, 2021, right? So let's go Forza Horizon 5 release date on PS5. The release date was on April 29, 2025. So literally 4 or 5 years later. Four or 5 years later. So again, my friend, if you're going to do an analysis, I mean, be truthful though. Because look, you're talking about Forza Horizon 6 made a lot of money, right? And now then you're back up here. I mean, Forza Horizon 5 made a lot of money. Then you go back up here and say the delay was bad for Starfield, 2.5 years, but Forza Horizon, okay, let's go. 22 on April, 23 on April, 24 on April, and 25 on 4 years later. And yet it worked. So explain that to me, my friend. I mean, I want to know. Wow. That's the thing, though. If you start thinking as a fanboy and try to bring up things as a fanboy, though, I mean, seriously, come on, man. You gotta. If you want to be in the center, you gotta call things in the center, though. You gotta say. I mean, even though Forza Horizon 5, sold pretty well, I don't think it's not gonna come back to exclusives though, because I mean, look at Starfield. I mean, Starfield didn't sell well, but just with Forza itself, they're doing pretty well. But of course, oh my God. Because seriously, and looking at that list from Alinea, just looking at the Alinea list, Ninja Gaiden, 242. Okay, let's do the math real quick, right? So we got 257 with Ninja, 257 with Ninja, right? You got 245 with Flight Simulator. You got 160 with Outer Worlds. You got 140 with Starfield. Avowed, 54, right? 52 with Age of Empires, and South of Midnight is 16. It seems like, what was the other game that released over there that probably didn't do so well, and that's God, what's that game called? Oh, the girl. Oh my God, I forgot the name. With Hellblade, it didn't get. It was not on the list though. Weird that Hellblade's not on here, but okay. So let's see what this. And Gears is not even on there either. Oh shit. So let's go. Let's go see. I know that was a Gears of War on the list though, somewhere out there. I know I saw Gears of War that is supposed to be sold 1 million copies. Supposedly sold 1 million copies. So supposedly sold 1 million copies, but I don't know. But okay, let's do the math real quick. So with the multi-platform strategy, right, and the cost of tech support, right, real quick, 257 plus 245. 245 plus 160 plus 140 plus 54 plus 58 plus 16. That's not 130. That's less than 1 million. That's less than 1 million copies sold in total with all these games. So why the hell should they not pull back on the multi-platform strategy? That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in there that didn't even sell 1 million copies on PlayStation. Not even close, not even a dent. And again, we're using Alinea Analytics numbers, so take that as a grain of salt. We cannot trust Alinea, but if those were the correct numbers, though, and let me zoom into this one. That's fucking embarrassing, especially since you guys go out there and keep on saying that you guys buy games, and you're telling me you guys buy games. You buy games. Yet the Xbox games, in total, of 7 games, hit 930,000 sales. A total of 7 games? Yo, you ain't buying shit. If I was Xbox, I'll pick up my bags and kick you guys out of the curb. I'm sorry. I'll kick you guys out of the curb. Because you guys don't buy shit. No, Joe, you just don't. So, if you... Sony ponies don't buy games. No, they don't. They don't. And then ones who do buy it try to console war with it, and yet they don't play it, though. Because if they sat down and got away from Twitter... like they should, because listen, when I'm at home, when I come back from work at 6 p.m. my chat, when I come back from work at 6 p.m., I'm gaming, or 7 or 8. You guys see me on there. You see Lou on there. Lou is on there playing games, having fun. That's what Lou does. when I'm at home. If you don't see me on there, it's because I'm either watching a show or watching a movie. But for you guys though, you guys stick to Twitter 24/7. You guys gotta get that Twitter feed in there. You guys gotta get your thoughts. I gotta stroke my ego. Let me go in there and tell everybody I'm the man because I got myself Starfield. I'm the man because I see people buying PlayStation 5 Pros. And I put out a tweet that 22 people out here bought PlayStation 5 Pros. This is what happened though. Price raises have caused people to go ahead and buy it. I'm waiting for May 8th so I can flaunt my console sales. Huh? I know Pickles buy the 100 of MK11 plus Injustice 2. Nice. Oh, nice. So it says here, currently playing South of Midnight on my PlayStation 5, Xbox Double Fine cooked with this game. Really, they did? Which game though? South of Midnight? Was it Double Fine? No, it wasn't Double Fine. Double Fine is the one with Clean. No exclusivity is the thing that hurts console sales. David Cohen, they have you thinking that, my friend. Xbox. David, and this is the truth though, and I keep on saying this, and I say this with all the love in the world, what really has hurt Xbox is the marketing side of things. That's the biggest hurt there is out there. I mean, David, I've been to Twitch channels. That's Compulsion, exactly. Yeah, Compulsion was the one who made it. I've been to Twitch channels that I've heard people that play on PC, right? And I told them this, because it said, oh, I really want to play that game Science Games that's coming out, which is Beast of Reincarnation, right? They told me, I want to play Beast of Reincarnation. I said, why don't you sign up for Game Pass? Like, Game Pass is on PC. I was like, you don't know? And this was a person over there in the States, not here. It's over there. Just didn't know. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, bro. I'm like, bro. I sit here and say bro, loud and clear. So let's see though. Cage the Colonist says this. I saw something though. Let me read this part though. Louis, last night at Moore's Law had a PS6 Lite listed as a possibility. Forge was talking to Mag and almost immediately has a source tell him no PS6 Lite. Listen, Cage, listen. When that shit comes out, which it probably will, I'm saying probably will. If it does come out, if PlayStation comes out with a damn box that is less superior, right? Or it could be like a Series S type of scenario. These guys are going to cheer for this shit like crazy. And of course, we're going to flip the page and say, hey, you guys are holding back the generation, right? We'll probably do that because, of course, why the heck not? We'll do that just for the hell of it. But that's what these guys are going to do. They're going to flip the page. They're going to change the scenario. Like always, that's what they do. They change the scene just to get that win. They will. And you guys need to see before talking to Mag. Moore's Law predicts a PS6 Lite before Sony gets a source debunking PS. How can you listen to a man who do not know how quick resume works? That is sad. Even I know, and I'm not the biggest techie guy. I'm not. I mean, I'm being serious though. I'm not the biggest techie guy, guys. I'm not. You can ask Silent though. He'll tell you. I'm not the biggest techie guy. I don't even know how to build a damn PC. I mean, I could watch tutorials though, but you don't want me to build your PC because it'll probably, cause a mega bomb in there and probably blow up. No joke. That's the truth though. And I don't even know how all this shit works. How can I listen to a man who does not know 4 years later or 5 years later how quick resume works? I can't. I'm sorry. If Asha mentions some exclusive coming back to Xbox at the FanFest, that place is going to erupt, laugh out loud. Freddie Fox, listen, she can bring that up, right? But the problem is, like I said earlier before, we are in gaming, I'm talking about in general, especially this side of the world, we are in a really, really bad spot when it comes down to these games. Why do I say in a really bad spot? Example, look, media has made us focus on what we shouldn't focus on, right? That's the truth, though. They focus too much on console sales. They focus too much on this stupid ass console war instead of focusing on with true love with games, right? And I said this before. One day, IGN wrote an article like saying, like the love for AAA games or the love for big games or the love for games is starting to go away. But take for example, though, when you sit there and you look at Replaced, I'm playing Replaced. And as for Lou right now, it's a 10, right? As for me right now, the way the story is and everything, I'm giving it a 10, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm giving it a 10 for what I played, though, right? What did IGN give Replaced? A 6. A fucking 6. You can go to an 8 to a 9, which is cool. 8 being the lowest, 10 be the highest, right? But you guys give it a 6. And then you guys write an article saying, hey, you know, the love for games has gone away, but you guys are the first ones that people tune in to watch your reviews. Because why do I say that? It happened to me once. And that's thanks to Ryan McCaffrey. Thank you, Ryan McCaffrey. Thank you for that. And seriously, the day I meet Ryan McCaffrey, I'm going to tell him to his face, I'm like, man, you need to change the way you review games. I'll tell him straightforward. No joke. I won't hold back. I won't hold back on that shit. I'll tell him you need a way to change the way you review games, because even though you're the one you work, doesn't Ryan McCaffrey work for IGN? Yeah, he does. I think, yeah, doesn't he? I think he does, though. So I seriously tell him right there, if he does work for IGN, I'll say, you guys wrote an article about this, yet you gave Alien Isolation a 7 out of 10 or a 6 something out of 10 because you did not know how to play this game. And let me tell you something, if you did not understand it, you give it to someone else that probably will understand it and play it better than you. Because of you, I didn't buy the game until I saw that Pilon confronted Ryan McCaffrey at the Game Awards. It was awesome. I thought, what do you mean he confronted Ryan McCaffrey? When I saw that IGN in England, it was the game of the year that year, and I was like, oh, this is interesting though. And then I started to look at that game, and that happened to me with reviews though. So like I'm saying though, your love for video games, you're saying the love for games is gone, but you guys are the first ones to bring the hate. No wonder it's gone. And even you have Safo in here complaining about that, and not complaining and being honest about it, saying, you guys, it's always fucking bad news with y'all. You guys cannot bring me good news. And people will start getting tired of it because you're doing that for clicks, though. McCaffrey getting confronted by someone in the hood should be hilarious as fuck, though. Yes, Pilum went to Ryan and was like, you're BS all the time, Ryan. Really? He did? Wow. Well, I mean, if he did that, cool. Well played, my friends. Well played. I mean, no joke, that's well played. Well played. Because again, like I said, I was seriously telling you, you need to change your way to review games, because you know people go in there, and let me tell you something. It's sad that those are the only things we have out here, and that is what we have Metacritic, or we have the Game Awards, or we have this shit. What's going on out here? Like, I'm seeing a lot of messages though. Okay, no, nothing interesting happened. Okay, it's just the guys chatting some stuff. But yeah, spoiler alert. Tune into this weekend. I know Silent Cypher's going to be there, so tune into. I even like the thumbnail though. To Gamers Console. Tune into that. It's going to be an amazing thumbnail though. just look at that thumbnail when it comes up. I'm not going to tell you all spoilers though. Well, IGN give it a 6. That's disgusting. Replaces no way. That's why people hate IGN. They are disingenuous. IGN gave Replace 6 because the Pony reviewer had to play it on an Xbox, so give it a 6. That's the fucking problem. And then they go out there and write this article that I read the other day. Where is the love in video games? I'm like, you guys are the first ones that are killing the love. Paris put you in time. Oh, no. You gotta listen. Yo, you made that thumbnail? That's pretty good, Sal. That's pretty good. Oh, man. I mean, I hope they use it, though. It's pretty funny, though. So he put you in timeout because you were talking about Greg Miller. Wow. And you were expressing yourself about Ryan McCaffrey. No, I'm sorry, chat. Listen. Chat, here you can talk anything you guys want. I would never put you in timeout. Just don't go, racist or things like that, though. I mean, if you guys are mad about an opinion, I always say, though, we cannot. Because, listen, it's funny. People think that because you talk about someone else, it's like we're dissing them, we're destroying them. No, I'm destroying his opinion because, again, we cannot agree on opinions, though. Sometimes we don't. I've talked about Colt before, like some opinions he has said that, I said, I have my respect for the man with the channel and all this stuff, but some opinions he says I just don't agree upon it. So it's okay. We can all agree with everyone's opinion. That's awesome, right? All right, cool, man. That's awesome. I loved it. That's pretty funny, though. So, but yeah, I mean, if you have something to say about Greg Root and Ryan McCaffrey, go for it. Because, look, I don't even right here live talk about Ryan McCaffrey, what he did to me. Like, what was the effect? I even said it out on Twitter. Oh, so you're the one who reviewed the game. Seriously. Wow. Because, look, let me give you an example. All right? I played Avowed. I tried it. Didn't get attached to it, right? So someone else reviews it and gives it the score that it gives. That's cool. But for me, I just didn't get attached to it. And as a personal take, I just didn't like it. Right? I just didn't like it. Should I give it another go? I probably will. Because, I give games 2 or 3 tries like I did with Sleep Rising, Zero Fate out there, right? Or whatever it was, Sleep Rising. I give Sleep Rising a chest 2 or 3 times, and that's why I say I just do not like that damn game. I just don't. But what I always tell the chat, try it out. If you like it, cool. Have fun with it. I mean, heck, I'm not going to judge you because you have fun with Horizon Zero Dawn, with Horizon Forbidden West. I won't judge you because you have fun with it. I just did not like the damn game. I hate it. It's just not my type of game. Right? But putting out their review because you did not understand the game. It's like, hey, Luke, can you review Horizon for me? No. I'll tell you. You will play it yourself, and then you review it yourself. That's the truth, though. Well, I know IGN was full back on BS in 2005. Had different review system back in when they rated NFL 2K5 better than Madden in the category. Set the final score. They got called about it. Really? Wow. It goes far back, oh. Alloy, the embodiment of gaming NyQuil. Oh my God, Silent. Jesus, that's like the worst. I just don't like it. But I tell everybody, if you're going to play it, play it. I hate it. Period. IGN gave SpongeBob BFBB. BFBB. I don't know why. That sounds kind of like Big Frosty. Never mind. Let's not go to it. Baby BB Hydrated won the best remakes out of 5 out of 10, and it made me a little annoyed. Oh my God, David. I mean, there's some things out there that I sit there and just gets me annoyed when it comes down to these reviews. How they gave, no joke. I mean, seriously, I'm playing the game. And listen, when they give TV shows a bottom note, like they did with the Penguin, they gave the Penguin a really bad note in the review. And whoa, no way, no fucking way, no. Let's go see where is replaced though. Palmada, they gave it 8. Palmada, they gave it 8. All right. I don't know what's wrong with IGN though. I think that these reviewers are pissed off though. I mean, they gotta give them something though. They gotta give them like coffee, or they gotta give them, I don't know. I think they need a hug though. I'm not kidding you though. Let me go see. I know Mouse for PI for how they give it a 6 though. What? How can you give that game a 6? Let me read what was the bad things about Mouse PI though. I want to read what the bad things were. Hold on. Mouse PI is amusing enough FPS if you want to blast some cartoon minds and not think too hard, but its haphazard marriage of noir storytelling, boomer shooter action are at odds in uncomfortable ways that weaken both aspects. This is a simple shooting game. What do you want? You want like a big ass story animation into it? Like, oh, Dottie, don't die on me, Dottie. I mean, that's what you guys want? The hell wrong with you? Shit. Let's go see, because I think I saw the replace review. I think I could be wrong. Chat, I could be wrong, because Lou sometimes can get things wrong. But let me see if I can find it. Let's go find replace, because it's not showing up on the review. I think they took it down, probably because people kicked their butts. Let's go. Let's go find replaced. My mouse PI is 6 though. Let's go see. Oh, they're still not giving them a rating? Okay. I thought they did though. Alright. They're saved though. I thought they did. User reviews are giving it 6.7 out of 10 and they got 3 ratings. Replace is a gorgeous game. The arts, the animation are beautiful. Unfortunately, the story was bland and the gameplay was slow and boring. Wow. Really? This game was probably better if it cut 10% of every section and ran 10% faster. Wow. Hey, Drake Williams, good morning. I thought they replaced though, but who did I see replaced though? They give it a 6. Hold on. My bad, chat. Confused right there. But you know, I have no doubts when it comes to IGN though. Let's see how they're going to give it though. GameSpot gave it an 8, so that's a good number. And probably they'll shut me down. They'll probably kick my butt when it comes to this. Right? Let me see. Let me go find replaced though. Why haven't they? I think that was replaced. Why isn't GameSpot review game? Hold on a second. I'm confused now because I really did see some stuff out there. I'm getting confused though. I think it was the mouse PI for hire though that got review bound. Yeah, I got review bound though. Alright, let's go see if I can find it replaced. Alright, let's go see if I can find it. Gaming Vaults, Game Man, IGN France. Ooh, IGN France gave it a 70. There you go, I'm telling you. They are full of hate, my friends, full of hate. Gaming Cult. So yeah, I guess IGN's not ruling them. Alright, cool. They're holding back on the rating to make it seem like they weren't protecting Marathon Laugh Out. Really? That's what they said, though? Sappho. Sappho. IGN girlfriend. Pam and what? Who that, though? As far as I know, all Xbox games have been time exclusive to Xbox first so far. Yep. Mm-hmm. IGN needs a girlfriend. I don't know what IGN needs though. IGN needs a hug. I don't know what's going on because seriously, I sit there and I watch him review stuff. I'm like, why you guys give this review? Why do you guys give Mouse PI a 6 though? Because look, I mean, if you look at the rating system out there when it comes to, let me go see if I can find it. I think I was confused with that game, but it happens because we all know how they review their shit. I mean, I'm already customized to it because every time I see an IGN review, like, what the hell? So let's go see Idle Sloth. Maybe I saw it from Idle Sloth. I got confused with some numbers out here. It happens. Like I said, I read a lot of stuff. Where is Idle Sloth? I can't find Idle Sloth though. What the heck? Let's see though. They also head off on reviewing The Last of Us PC port to allow Sony to patch the games 5 weeks. Wow, really? Wow. Wow, no way. That's terrible to read, chat. Wow. Dirt Griggity reposted my show. Thank you, Dirt. Wow, that's pretty good. Thanks for the love, Dirt. Where the heck is Joey, though? Joey said he was going to show up today and yesterday, but Joey kind of disappeared. I got to call him, though. Something came out, though. I haven't heard from Joey the past couple of days, though. I got to call Joey. Be like, Joe, got to get tough. Joe. Alright, let's go see Expert Podcast. Let me open this Twitch. I haven't opened Twitch in. All right, cool. eBay, holy shit. They also held off. Oh man, I just can't believe they did that with The Last of Us. So out of all things, The Last of Us, they held off with that. I heard the windows cracking. I was like, oh, probably gonna have an earthquake now. Out of all things, you had a storm. I mean, heck, just add an earthquake to it. Small quake, please. Let's cook. So yeah, let me go see if I can find it. I think I remember. Hold on, let me go back to home. All right, let's go look for Idle Sloth. So let's see what review IGN gives it. I hope they give it a good review because I've been trashing them this morning. Because with Mouse PI though, they give it a 6 though. So it has me curious though. What the review is gonna be? Oh man, it's got me curious though. And I'll say sorry because I thought you guys gave it a 6 though. At least for now though. Until you guys give the review. If you guys give it an 8, I'll be like, okay, these are a bit honest though. Oh, Kristen doesn't show 5 million copies. Huh? Weird. Weird, my friends. Weird. Thank you. You know what? I want to thank Adoslot for this because, heck, he did the math for us. Thank you, Adoslot. That's really nice of you for doing this math. And see what I mean? Like, Hunter went out and did his own math, right? Like, oh, it's not going to happen. But, look, he did the math for us. And it says here, this is from Adoslot right here. All right, chat, here you go. See the bake. Is Xbox winning the brand by selling the games on PlayStation for $320 million so far? Holy shit. So it says here that Forza Horizon is 5,700,000 copies times 70, $400 million, right? Ninja Gaiden 4, 257 copies, 17 million. MFS. What's MFS? MFS. Chat, help me out. What's MFS? 245,000 copies times 70. TOW2 sold 160,000 copies. Starfield 140,000 copies. Avowed 454,000 copies. And Age of Empires 452,000 and South of Midnight 60,000 copies. So estimate total revenue was 457 million, 760 million. I mean 660,000. Period. Right. PlayStation 30% cut, 137 million. And Xbox 320 million. So why the heck am I gonna port these games for 320 million bucks? I mean, the port itself is probably running out from that number though. Okay, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Thank you for that. I got confused though, because again, these words get me confused. I mean, if we would have typed in Gears of War, it would have put GOW, and I would have thought it was God of War. I'm always getting confused with these short names. But wow, that's how it is though. Damn. So for like I said, I would literally kick them out the road though. I said, nope, you guys aren't buying my games though. They go out there, we want this game over here. Oh, when is this game gonna come out? When is this gonna happen? What's gonna happen over here? When is this game gonna come out? No. Get out of it, Xbox. Leave them. Say hell no to them. Get away. Wait. Did I lose my train of thought? Okay, we go. Alright, let's stop. Alright, we're good now. Let me see if I can find the reviews though. I'm going down. Oh, sorry, Safo. I guess you're hearing the mouse though. Sorry. Sorry. So Mouse PI, yeah, 60 out of 100. Okay, let me see if I can find. Replace. What were those reviews and replace? Maybe I meant. Yeah, I guess I was confused. Yeah. Oh, it was Game Liner though that gave it 60 out of 100. See, I was confused with something though. Yeah, I was confused. I was reading the Mouse PI and I was confused with IGN though. Sorry about that. Sorry, IGN, for now, for this very moment. I was confused with the number. Sorry about that. But yes, you guys are always misjudging stuff, so I'm good with that. Do you think GOW means God of War? No. That's literally they call it GOW though. What? Trying to render some stuff. Sorry, Safa. It was. Yeah. Sony takes 107 million off that, then factor the cost to port. And it's likely MS really doesn't really make much of anything at the end of the day. Nope. Because they're not buying it though. These PlayStation, look, they were out there cheering for the GTA 5 thing. I was just laughing my butt off. I was laughing my butt off with that. Seriously. If I had one dude, and this is the truth, my chat. If I had one dude on my game spent $1 million. They spend that on my game on this console. I will focus on that dude. All right, come here, baby. Come here, boy. We spend $1 million here. Look. If I was Rockstar, I'd be locking up. Hey, myself, my bro, man. What you want? You want some dinner? Yeah, let's invite you to dinner. Hey, here, have a beer. I would get that guy to come to Rockstar, give him a lot of freebies and stuff, dude. $1 million, which that was Big B Money, of course. I know he's in here, and I know Big B Money spent $1 million GTA 5 though, right? Big B Money, BB. Every time I bring this up, he runs away though. But yeah, it's the truth though. $1 million on Xbox. I would invite that dude over here. Like, yeah, come here. Yeah, shoot. So let's end this poll though. So we have 56 votes in. Wow, and 61% said yes. Make the Sony fanboys mad. Wow. Oh my God. That's fucking amazing. Shout out to the 48 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Go for it. Hit it. There you go. Time to end this poll. Why I hate Mr. I buying my games aren't buying games. Mrs. PS5 Pro price hikes is worth on buying the PS5 Pro. I just love when they come in here trying to flaunt this PS5 Pro. Yeah, got my PS5 Pro. Look. Yeah, PS5 Pro. Yeah, I'm the man because I got a PS5 Pro. Really? You gotta try these games out. You gotta get a PS5 Pro. Seriously, El Nini offered me a PS5 Pro. And then he said, Lou, I'm gonna give you a PS5 Pro. And I faithfully, with all the love in the world, said, Nini, thank you for that, my brother. But again, if I get a PS5 Pro, it's just going to do the same thing as my PS5 is doing, and that is jack shit. I'm not trying to diss you, my friend, because I appreciate that you're trying to get me something that's cool, fantastic, but I'm just not gonna enjoy that gift. I don't want to be that guy, that gets it, and, you're going to keep on asking, hey, Lou, did you play? Did you use it to do this? And I'll be saying no, and I'll feel bad, though. Appreciate the offer, though, but damn. I got to be honest about it. I mean, if it sends to me, I'll probably sell it right away, though, but no. Got people who in our hobby yet not buy a single game or console, not pay anything but Twitter and social media. That's what they do, South, when it's terrible. And then you have these review sides of things giving bad reviews, like GameLiner giving it a 60. That's terrible. Shit. You gotta be honest with these reviews. You gotta go in and play these games out. Kind of like what I mentioned last year, right? Xbox published a ton of games last year, and it was sad to see that it did not even go to the Game Awards. But again, that's his show. He does whatever the fuck he wants, and I don't care what he does on the show. But it's sad he didn't bring it up to at least motivate the Xbox fans to tune into your show. And when people see this, they're like, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. I wonder what they're going to do this year because, damn. I mean, if Fable comes out, Gears of War comes out, right? Gears of War, Fable, all these big games come out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do this year? It'll be interesting to see, though. Interesting to see. But you're right, Safo. The review system out here sucks. It wasn't like it was back in the day when you had, GamePro reviewing these games. You had sound, you had graphics, you had fun factor, you had learning curve. You have all this stuff. Those reviews were awesome, though. And, probably graphics to give it a 3. But I remember one day, I don't remember what game it was, but I remember that, they were saying graphics was a 3, sound was a 5, gameplay was a 4 or 4.5, I think it was, and then fun factor was a 5.0. when I saw the fun factor, I said, okay, I got to try this game out. And let me tell you something, I really enjoyed that game, and that was from GamePro, sorry. GamePro really had a nice, cool review system. These days, these guys, they need to do the bad score just for the clicks. They need to go out there and say shit just to get these clicks. I mean, it's kind of funny that those shockers the other day with Starfield, they gave it a, what was it, 80 or 90 in the Xbox, right? And when it came to PS5, they give it a 60 or 50. I was like, what happened here? But again, they're trying to get these clicks. They're trying to be aggressive out there. They're trying to get all this stuff just because they want to get these clicks just to make the cash, though. And let me tell you something. Once you start doing that, though, we're in a tough spot. Because I, for example, as a gamer, I look at you guys and I say, why? Like, why am I going to keep on looking at you? Why am I going to keep looking at this review system? Nowadays, what I do is I watch the trailers. I'm like, interesting. Let me go check it out. Interesting. And so when I see them post information, like, for example, oh, this is how the game is going to run. This is how the game is going to look. I decide whether to purchase or not, like I did with Crimson Desert, though. When I saw Crimson Desert running 1080p on the Series X, I said, you know, I'll wait a while till they patch it up because I know this console does a lot more. And that's what I did, though. I'm waiting till the game gets fully patched and everything works fine. It gets to the point where they're tired of patching it, where I'm going to go in and play it. Because, again, I've learned how to buy my games, and when is the time where I can sit there and enjoy it, though. Like, for example, if I started playing Crimson Desert last month, right now I wouldn't have finished it. Probably would have been like a quarter of halfway to finishing it. No joke. I mean, it was probably a quarter or halfway. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a long game. And Replays came out, and I wouldn't, like, what the hell? So I'm glad I decided to wait, though. Now, does that mean the game is bad? No. But, you know. Exactly. We'll go back to the review breakdown with the final score of the category breakdown. IGN early years will give you a final score based off the category score, very disingenuous, 100%. They got to do that, though, because, look, no matter what, there's games out there that could probably have a bad music, bad sound, or anything. I mean, I'm happy to read those reviews, though. Those reviews were pretty interesting, though. And trust me, it was fun reading it. Because everything was divided into sections, right? You had the sound. They give you, okay, at least a little piece, but they were telling you that the sound in this game is blah, 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 blah. The graphics are okay, reasons why, blah, 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 blah. It was fun reading them. Nowadays, it's like a whole in general. Oh, 8 out of 10. Okay, but why did you give it an 8 out of 10, though? Shoot. Chat, I just don't get it. I'm playing Crimson Desert on ultra settings at 90 FPS. Damn, playing 90 FPS? Shit, I'll probably go nuts on that one, though. I trust people on YouTube and chat for opinions, not journalists. You just cannot. That's the whole point. Journalists, you just cannot trust them. Just cannot go out there and be like, okay, this guy has said something, this guy's doing something. Like, I love when they say I call things down the middle, yet they do not call things down the middle sometimes. They don't. They just don't. They just don't. They just don't. Seriously, guys. And like I said, though, we all have different opinions about this stuff, right? Like, for example, I played Marathon. I did not like Marathon. Played it. Tried the open beta. Did not like it. You got other people trying to force push Marathon, but you're like, bro, stop force pushing it. We're seeing it from people. They don't like it, though. Now, if you have, let's say Marathon had 500,000 people playing it, then something's wrong with Lou, right? With this game, like, what's going on? But it's, like I said, it's a personal opinion, right? But for Marathon, though, the way it is, I mean, it's like Horizon, though. I say personally about Horizon all the time. I do not like Horizon. I hate it. I despise it. I tried it 3 times. It's just not my game. If you want to try it, go for it. That's what you got to do. Now, would you trust me in a review for Horizon? No, because I was honest about it up front. I say, I don't like it. No, you don't, TJ. You talk a lot of BS, TJ. IGN gave my beloved Tinted Grail 6. F IGN. And that's the thing, though. We get pissed because, you know, we play these games and we're like, wow, these games are fucking amazing. You know, we are enjoying this. How can you get... And when you finish, you're like, how did you get this game this review, though? How did you give this game a review like this, though? Come on, man. What kind of review is this? 6 out of 10? No. No. For what reason, though? Explain. Oh, because I did not like the story. But what you want? You want like a... Back in the, so like, oh, Dottie, don't die on me, Dottie. Oh, Fabio. Oh. No, we don't want that. Bobby, what you doing back here? Oh, Bobby. Oh, yo, chat. Bobby went into hiding. What's up, Bobby? Bobby. Yeah, I'm complaining about the reviewers. What's the problem, Bobby? Yeah, you be mad at reviewers too. Go ahead, complain. Yeah. Complain, Bobby, complain. Watch Soros come out and be like, that's a 10 out of Soros, though. Do we talk about the Halo Studios people getting mistreated? I did talk about that the other day, though. I said Xbox got to go in and fix whatever's going on, my friend. They got to fix it. If there's an actual problem, go ahead and fix it. That's what you got to do, man. I mean, if you hear about these problems, right, the right thing to do is go in there, check how things are. And if you got a clear house, my friend. You cannot have people be mistreated no matter what. I think it's really dumbass when it comes to them giving Marathon a 9, they give Mouse PI a 6. Now that makes sense. Exactly. That's the whole point. I mean, you cannot trust them. And then they go out there and say, well, this guy, is not being honest. I mean, bro, you're the one who's shooting themselves in the foot, not me. I don't shoot myself in the foot because I try to be as honest as I can be when it comes down to games. You guys are not. Like I said, I don't like Horizon. And if some people likes it, cool. Have fun. I have no problem with that. But I'm not the perfect guy to review a Horizon game. It's like you giving me, hey, Lou, play Horizon 3. Alloys, I don't know, whatever it could be called. Think of a name, chat, whatever. But yeah, play Horizon 3. You guys give it to me and I'm getting paid to review it. I'm like, bro, I cannot review this because I don't like the series. But no, you got to review it because, literally, I would just play it for like 30 minutes and slap it a 2 out of 10 right away. Probably. No joke. That's how much I just don't like it because I've given it 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. And I've gone past the beginning. I've done a lot of stuff, but again, it's just not my game. Period. And that's what it feels like. IGN gives these reviews. Like, you got to review it, and they go out there, and there you go. See, Meet the Cheater loves the Horizon series, but I'm not going to troll you for that, man. If you love it, cool. I don't like it. All right. Horizon 3, Alloy turns into NyQuil. There you go. I mean, literally, that would be just 1 minute of the game. Shout out to the 50 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that bell. Go for it. But you all know what I mean, though, chat, right? I sit here and I look at these reviews. I'm like, come on, man. Be honest, at least for once. And when y'all gave the Penguin a 6, and I saw everybody out there talk about the Penguin. I have not seen the TV series, but I got to watch it, though. It's on my list to watch. But y'all give it a 6. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? Why everybody's talking all positive stuff about this thing? Wow. And yet they gave Marathon a 9, Concord an 8, and all of a sudden, shut down. Shut down, my friends. Shut down. Wow. No way. I'm sorry. No way. It's hard to trust you now, my friends. It's hard to trust you. But again, it seems like you're doing it for the fanboy talk, nothing else. Or, like I said once, and I'll say this again, part of you getting that big suitcase full of cash. Yep. That's part of it. I mean, child, yeah. And that big suitcase full of cash, yeah. Hey, Sony, hey, Sony, hey. Hey, Tucky, what's up, my man? Hey, how are you? Hey, look, I give it 10. Oh, okay. Hey, lean down, facts. 100 down. There you go. Thank you, IGN. Bye. Seriously. The Penguin is amazing. That's what I mean, though. Hey. Look at Sal laughing his ass off. That's what it seems, though. No joke. I wonder if that works, though. Hold on. Let me see something. Hey, Asha, how you doing, Asha? Send me that Helix box. I'll talk good about Xbox. Oh. You know, I'm just joking. Louis, did you figure out June? I'm still figuring it out, son. I'm still figuring it out. Trust me, I'm still figuring it out. But I got some good news though, and I'll tell you on the behind the scenes. I got some good news. I think it's going to happen. I'm right now 60% sure it's going to happen. We got PlayStation games dying before Xbox did. Aww. Yep, that's the truth though. We got listen, chat. Listen, funny thing is about this, the worst game, and I'm being honest, this is me, Lou, being 1,000,000% honest, the worst game that Xbox ever. Oh, I know. Oh, remember, Speedy 2 Gonzalez. Hey, Grandpa, what's up? What's up, my nephew? How you doing? He called me Grandpa. Man, yo, you see, chat? They're calling me Grandpa now. Damn. But no, so remember, I live in Dominican Republic. No matter what, I look for flights. They still are pretty expensive, no matter what. Because I was looking at them a month ago, and I was looking at them the other day, and yeah. So what was I gonna say? Sorry, where was I? We were talking about where was I? We were talking about something though. For that though, we're talking about Bungie though, or something. I lost my train of thought there, but yeah. Like I said, I got some good news. I'll tell you on the back end about it. Halo 4 and 5 Infinite were fantastic. People hold up Halo standards of Zelda. Look, I never been too much of a big fan of Halo like you guys are. I know you guys love the Halo lore and everything. I'm much more of a Doom fan, of course. You know, Doom is my game no matter what. Doom can kick Master Chief's butt all over the place, of course. You know, Doom guy. Much respect to the Doom guy. I mean, heck, he's the nephew of the Wolfenstein dude. I mean, dude, that guy went through hell. I mean, what the heck not? So, what the hell does that shit connect though? But funny stuff though. You have an early funeral for PlayStation famous game Hunters Gathering. So, the thing is, right? What was I saying though? Oh, Lou, help Lou out. I got lost in train of thought though, with the Bungie thing. Where was I though? I was saying something about Bungie though. I forgot though. Well, I lost my train of thought, chat. Bring me back in. Where was I before Silent brought up the whole trip thing that we're planning on? Oh, we got PlayStation games. Oh, I was saying like, yeah, the game that came out, right? All right, there you go. Now I'm back on track. So Pickles, the worst game Xbox ever put out, and I'm telling you, this is the worst game ever because man, I played it for like an hour. And listen, Horizon was bad. This was, oh my god, I just did not like this game at all. Oh my god, that was Bleeding Edge. Bleeding Edge is still alive, Pickles. Bleeding Edge is still alive out here. It is. When is the Metro show? Tomorrow, my friend. Tomorrow we'll tune in to watch Metro. Look like the Penguin because he looked like him. Man, out of all the Batman villains, why in the blue hell do you have to compare him to the damn Penguin? That's like the no, I do not like the Penguin though. I mean, compare me to Bane at least. Bane was pretty cool. I mean, he broke the bat though. Or compare me to Clayface because Clayface is pretty cool too. But damn it, the Penguin though, the most boring out of all of them is the Penguin. I'm not kidding you. It's like he's alright, I guess, but it's not like the worst villain out there though. No joke. The Joker's worse though. But damn, comparing me to Penguin, no damn. It's like, come on, man. They're dead, Louis. But yeah, like I said, Bleeding Edge is out there though. Still out there. You can play. You can install it. You can do all that stuff. Even though it's got like one user playing it. No joke, only had one person playing it. It still is alive and conquered that in 2 weeks. And Bungie's about to die too. Seriously. Marathon's about to die too, I believe, though. I mean, which one is that dude? Ted Cruz. Oh, Ted Cruz. I think he's a politician, right? Yeah. But all right, bring it back in. So, like I was saying though, you like Xbox more than PlayStation? Did PlayStation? Well, I mean, the channel's called Xbox International Podcast, and I have a PlayStation 5 though, but I game most in my Xbox because of Game Pass, and the games they're bringing in are looking way more better than PlayStation's though, to be honest. I mean, you cannot deny that. So what's wrong with that? No. Look, I have no problem if you like PlayStation. Because when PlayStation does something right, I say they did something right, though. I'll say it 100%. But lately, they've just been, ooh, whoa. Ponies keep bringing up Bungie's history like it's something to be impressed by. Well, I mean, Safo, they did Halo, which they did an amazing Halo. They did Reach. They did all these amazing, amazing Halos. You got to give them that. They did Destiny. Destiny, of course, the first one, pretty amazing. Taken King, fantastic. I love the Taken King. I mean, if you're going to talk to me about Bungie, I'll talk like all the good stuff about Bungie. But there's a negative to Bungie, though. They left Microsoft, right? And they left Microsoft. And people pinpointing Microsoft, you know, that is the one to blame. They go to Activision, then they leave Activision. I remember me saying this, and I remember me talking to a group of guys on WhatsApp, and I told them this straightforward. I said, maybe the problem was not Microsoft, maybe the problem was not Activision, maybe the problem is Bungie. You know, maybe Bungie's the problem that doesn't like to be under leadership. And guess what happened? After Bungie left Activision, it started to spice even better and make, you know, Destiny 2 way better than what it was, and people were enjoying that though. And Destiny was mid as fuck. Yeah, Silent, it was mid, but the thing that brought me back to Destiny and play was Taken King. And I met my Xbox, if I have 500 followers, right? Besides the people I met on here on the channel, talk to, right? 500 followers and everything, 600, right? 400 of them were from Destiny. I was playing Destiny crazy, the Taken King. I really have fun with that one. I gotta give him props about that one though. But that's it. But once we saw Bungie jumping into PlayStation, it's like the guy took his cash and said, you know what, I'm done. That's it. I'm gonna start buying cars and just do what I do. I wanted to try Marathon. I'll skip my re-up this week to play Marathon, but they keep lying about the game. Well, Safo, I keep telling you this though, Safo. There's something going out there in media that, you know, we will never, ever, ever find out. And that is, it seems like they're getting a suitcase full of cash. No, I'm not kidding you. That's what it feels like though. Because every time I sit here and I look at what media says though, like everything. And kind of hilarious though, these days, Xbox has not, like the rake is right there, but Xbox is literally looking at it. That's it. Xbox is not trying to go step on it. They're just looking at that rake though. And these days, they have not stepped on the rake. And so there hasn't been any bad Xbox news. They're trying to find that bad Xbox news. And they can't find it. Now, the one that's having a lot of bad news is PlayStation. And you guys don't see them covering it. Oh, I forgot to mention the lawsuit too. That lawsuit's going on. I wonder how it ended though. It's probably over with. How's that PlayStation lawsuit though? It had 6 weeks into it. And we talked about that a couple months ago. Chat, do me a favor, search for that lawsuit. See how is it pending? How is it going on though? I'll probably hear some news about that pretty soon though. I have nothing against Xbox. I always was a fan of Xbox. Just moved to PlayStation. Okay, nice. I mean, if you did that, cool. Again, I won't judge you for that, my friend. I'm not that guy who judges people because you play on one console though. Now, if you become ultimately a fanboy though, then we're gonna talk though. That's still going? Okay. I dropped Destiny 2 for a year or two, and then they put the after they put the Taken King ring. All right, nice. Yeah, that after the Taken King though, I played it for like 6 or 8 months straight, which left me a huge backlog of games. And so I decided to just say I'm gonna let go of Destiny. 2 came out, I played it, but I said let go of Destiny, Lou. It's just you can't go back to this. You just can't. My best friend has like almost 2 years in when it comes down to gaming. He has 2 years put in that game. And if you add Destiny, it's got and Back for the Dead though too. I mean, Back also has a lot of days in Destiny. So you know, a lot of people did like it though. But Bungie wants to go out into Sony. He got his paycheck, and I remember these fans telling me, you know, Bungie's not the problem, it was Microsoft the problem. Bungie's not the problem, it was Activision the problem. I said, I think the problem is Bungie, and look how it turned out. Wasn't I right though? Kinda. I don't know how I kind of figured that out. It's so easy to figure out because, I mean, you work with one company and you leave, right? Then you get picked up by another, and then you decide to leave and go at it yourself. Why don't you just stay out there yourself and not be picked up? The reason why they wanted to be picked up because they were tired. And they knew that pretty soon Destiny was going to burn. And so what did they do? They go in and say, oh, we got this project, let's bring up Marathon. They probably, you know, threw it out there by the time they were being out there all alone. And they said, that, man, we're not going to put this much money into it. Let's see who we can get to put this money into it. And now that they put the money into it, and it's called Marathon. And look how it is, chat. Look how Marathon is. Look how is it running. Look how it's going, though. And every time you go out and look at the numbers, they decline, though. And I keep on saying, though, which is the truth. If Sony decides to keep on pushing it, which they probably will, because, like I said, they cannot have another shutdown. I mean, look, if they shut down Marathon, I mean, I don't know what to say about that. And that's the difference between the old Bungie and current Cadavar called Bungie. They actually make good games. Back then, you didn't need media to protect them like they do now. Safo, they will protect PlayStation all the way. Safo, look, no joke. Seriously, look. And I can't wait to cover this tomorrow because, you know, I think we have had a lot of Xbox news this week. Unless if Xbox comes up with the new news today, we'll cover it tomorrow. But I have some PlayStation news, though. So you can't make this up. I'm going to show you something, right? You cannot make this up. Who? They're not going to buy it. They're not going to buy it because the sad part about this, they're not going to buy it. I mean, Safo, look at this. You can't make this up. This was, when was this? Yesterday's news. This was yesterday's news, Safo. This was yesterday's news. Bloodborne R-rated animated movie in development with Jacksepticeye producing. This was yesterday's news. And of course, this was a big negative. I mean, chat, this is a negative news on them because what have they been asking for this gen? A lot of these PlayStation fans have been asking for, please, a Bloodborne remake. Give us a Bloodborne remake. I mean, you guys have Bluepoint, and they were cheering for Bluepoint to do this remake. Then they didn't give it to them, right? So you see this come out, this news. And look at today, though. Check this out. No joke. This is today's news, though. This is today's news. Right here, chat. Of course. Read it loud and clear. What does it say, though? PlayStation 5 sales hit 2026 high in the US with pre-price hike buying rush. Yay! Like I always say, all these fanboys have is PlayStation console sales, nothing else. That's sad though. And they are waiting for May 8th. I'm not kidding you. I read tweets out there. Ooh, May 8th coming out. We're going to have no PlayStation news. Oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Whoa. Seriously, whoa. This is what you guys are going to bring up when it comes to this? May 8th? So May is going to be the winning side of things? Because you're trying to find out what's positive on PlayStation to go out there and throw it out? But let me tell you something, though. Like I said, I went out there and looked for the stocks, though. Sony's beautiful year was in 2024. And the stocks dropped. It was selling between 50 and 90, the stocks now. Look at what it is now. It's sitting at a 20. Oh. I'm el vampiro borracho for no reason. For a reason. There is a very good possibility that there has been at least one pony who's robbed one out over console sales. Oh, you babe. Let's have some fun. Let's see who that pony is, though, real quick. And then I want to read real quick the news of the Xbox, exclusive thing. I want to read what it says, though, loud and clear, just to get that out the way. Because if it just says what we've been talking about for like the past 2 hours, then okay. Did the surprise people? It did. Plenty of times. It did. Just not the dates that we're saying, though. You have several PlayStation Showcase happening. Kind of. Or State of Plays, or whatever they call it, though. Okay, all right. Let me see. What was I? What was I going to look for? Oh, I forgot, chat. Bring me back in, because I got distracted for a moment. I saw something on Twitter I got distracted by. Sorry, chat. My bad. Love you guys. Sorry. So let's see what I can find. Oh, the state of wait. Oh, G, maybe. G, maybe. What up, G, maybe? How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing, man? The showcase being up the Xbox One for tomorrow, la fa la. Wolverine is gonna be mid. 12 hours SB slop. No, I don't know about that Wolverine game, but it's going to be interesting to see, chat. It's going to be interesting to see. And it'll probably sell well because, there's people out there who buy these games, right? But, we got Sorrows coming out soon. Wolverine. That's it. New game catalog, Motorfest, The Crew. Seriously, this is PlayStation Plus this month. We have Football Manager, which we call Soccer Manager, right? Horizon, Warriors Abyss, the casting on Frank Stone, and The Crew Motorfest. Wow, what a good lineup, my friends. Ooh, amazing. Good lineup. So let's read the article about the exclusive things, and then chat, Let's have a party. Let's have a party in here. Let's have a party in here. Let's have a party. I don't know how the song goes, chat. I'm sorry. Alright, let's go. Woo-hoo. I know I'm a terrible singer, though. One day, I'll show you my opera skills. So, it says here. Xbox reportedly considered return to exclusive games. There are very, very big discussions internally, Insider says. So, let's see what it says here. Alright, Xbox multi-platform pivot led to the successful release of multiple platform console exclusives such as Starfield and other consoles. How has this been successful though? Interesting. But it seems like the new company leadership is considering returning to console exclusives. So much so that there are very, very big discussions internally on the matter, according to what Windows Central's Jess Corner said during the latest episode of Xbox 2 podcast. Alright, like I mentioned before, Jess could have been wrong about a lot of things. Even Jason Schreier has been wrong about a lot of things because we did that search one day on how Schreier has been wrong about some things, though. But, you know, the debate stems from a growing perception that consumers are constantly steered away from the Xbox hardware because all games are on PlayStation. Corner noted that while releasing games on competing consoles works well, as some games have sold well on PlayStation 5, Forza Horizon 5 sold even more than the few first-party titles on PlayStation 5, the brand and hardware prestige will have long-term consequences, which that part, it's just about what kind of company you want to be in the end of the day. Do you want a company that's like an ecosystem company first, or do you want to be published company first? Corner said, adding that it's impossible to be both. Either the hardware operation will shrink to basically what Surface is now, which is like a shadow of its fullness, or, and for better or worse, Surface is on the deathbed. In these internal discussions, the current Xbox leadership, including new head Ash Sharma, is looking back at the glory days of the 360. At the reason why the system was so successful, exclusive games played a big part in the success, as series like Gears of War and Halo brought players into the Xbox ecosystem. While Sony and Nintendo stumbled with the high price of PlayStation 3 and the Wii casuals-oriented focus to make the comeback now, Corner suggests it will take a similar concentrated effort over the years and years to change the mainstream view. While Sony is also reporting returning to the sort of console-exclusive approach by no longer porting its games to PC, it definitely feels like the future of console game may be a return to the past, with manufacturers using exclusive games as leverage to get players to purchase next-generation systems. However, with the rising prices of all hardware, it remains to be seen whether these will be enough to get players to spend a lot of money on jump on the next generation of console gaming when it begins in a couple of years. That's, I gotta say, at the end of the day, at the end, you know, the article was an interesting take, but, you know, like I said, they're looking at it, and I hope it does happen. I hope it does happen. I'll be nuts if it doesn't happen, though. Wolverine will replace MJ with Jean Grey for the same something lame, still 4 stealth missions for 30% of the game. Oh, God. Yo. So the Xbox International flights grounded permanently for XBI. Nah. No. Maybe it's not. No. Now it's just the guys have been busy. But one day we will come together and do several shows again. No worries. It will happen, my friend. It's just life. Some things come around, though. If they go back to exclusivity, I think it will be a handful of titles. Yep. I'm just going to show up tomorrow. Wolverine, and I'm checking out. You see this, bro? Damn. I'm the Juggernaut. With the stun gun. Damn. I mean, I can't believe, is that true though? 30% of the game you use MJ? This cannot be true, Chad. You gotta be kidding me though. In a Spider-Man game, for 30% of the game you use MJ for Spider-Man. You buy Spider-Man the game to play as Spider-Man though. Or you get to play Spider-Man. If you want to add somebody, you add Venom. Or you add something else, but she's going to come equipped with a stun gun more powerful than anyone in the MCU. Oh my God, man. I cannot believe this has actually happened. No. I can't believe they use MJ for 30% of the game. I mean, I'll not play Spider-Man 2 because I just haven't come around to it, though. It's not like, yeah, okay. I don't play the other Spider-Mans, though. But I got to get to it one day. I will. Well, someday I will. When I have, that's the truth, though. When I have, like, nothing else to play on this box, because that's the funny thing though. If I don't have anything to play on this box, then I will go ahead and play Spider-Man though, because seriously, I just, maybe if it goes to the box, I'll probably play it though. I probably will. Yeah, we just got to figure out a schedule. That's true. We got to figure that out. But wow, I can't believe that was it. Can't believe that was it. Can't believe it. Wow. But chat, enough of my ranting up today, because seriously, we've been here for 3 hours today. My God, we've been out here for 3 hours. Wow, amazing. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. Chat, I gotta go. I have a dentist appointment pretty soon. I'm gonna eat some breakfast real quick and then start to head out, you know, to the dentist. Louis, don't play Spider-Man 2. Why? Oh no, please don't. Don't break my heart like this. Why? Why? I mean, it's got Venom though. I like Venom. We are Venom. Venom is a pretty cool character though. Saying stuff over. No. Well, at least, you know, I can say I played it though. I think. Yeah. Some Batman who wears beanies indoors and a battle of Mystique as soon as faster, stronger than Wolverine for absolutely no apparent reason. Well, Wolverine ain't strong though. He's got the claws though, but he's not really that strong though. Unless if he goes Wolverine Berserk though, he becomes ferocious though. But Wolverine's really that strong though. You know, I mean, when they take the Animanium out, he becomes ravaged. So, let me see, how strong is Wolverine though? How strong is Wolverine? Now you got me curious though. How strong is Wolverine? Wolverine's superhuman strength is typically capable of lifting 100 pounds to 2 tons. Okay, I guess he's pretty strong though. Though he can push far higher up to 10 tons in Berserker Rage. That's what I mean, Berserker Rage. His strength is enhanced by constant movement. With 100 pounds of adamantium skeleton, he can slice through solid steel, tanks, and concrete. Yeah. Berserker Samurai for 4 to 10 times stronger, 100 pounds, 2,000 in his shark, holding up. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty strong though. But not like the Hulk though. The Hulk can smash, Dragonite can tear. Yeah. Spider-Man 2 is sweaty, but really? Man, you know what's so funny though? I hear a lot of people telling me that Spider-Man 2 game was not good, and yet they gave it a really high rating. And like I said, you know, Spider-Man probably they gave it a high rating because, you know, it had mixed up with Naruto Uzumaki though. But yeah, it is what it is. But chat, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. Like I said, I've been playing Replaced, really having fun. I've already give you a rating as it is now until I finish it. You know, once I finish it, I will give you my final review, and Wolverine will be sweaty titty meat. Sweaty titty meat. Sweaty titty meat. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, what you all been playing, chat? What you all been playing? Like I said, I've been playing Replaced, and I'm gonna stick to Replaced till I finish it. Which, thank God, it's not that long of a game. Because if I would have read it was going to be a 40-hour long game, I would have been like, okay, I don't have to finish Witcher and then go to this, though. Wolverine gets beat up all the time and be saved for the very last second by a female character. Really? Movies. Who does he get saved by, though? Scott Harley Racing BC panels like crazy. The Message. It's got a high rating because the panels like crazy to The Message. Oh, okay. I mean, like I said, I don't know why they give that a high rating though. Because I mean, I've heard this from several people already now. Like the game is not good. Like the story was not good. And these guys, and some people told me, love PlayStation though, which was weird reading that though. That's what I mean though. It's like weird though. You better knows what I'm talking about. Blame Pain Dosa Divas. What is that? Dosa Divas. What is that about? Should I Google it? I'm kind of scared Googling a name like that, but okay. I'm gonna hit enter. Images. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh, God. Oh. So turn-based combat and spicy meals. Okay. Whew. I thought it was Remember when Peter Parker talking anti-gun BS while in the middle of fighting bad guys? Like, what? Oh, it's safe. Okay. Whew. I mean, China, I got scared though for once. Like, whoa. Say no way. Say whoa. Nice. But yeah, like I say, I'm playing Replace. I'm gonna finish Replace, and that's the game I'm gonna look forward to. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with the crazy one. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, chat. You guys are the best out here, my friends. Seriously, you guys make the show go crazy. Yes, always fun hanging out with you all. Seriously, it's been fantastic. So chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful day. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Wednesday. Yes. Don't scare Louis like that, chat. He's old. What do you mean? What? Why am I calling me old like that? Remember that. Sorry, I can't take you. Hey, listen. I've been playing scary games on here, so I don't. Cool stream. Thank you for that, Apex. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays, right here in this very same YouTube channel with Sourdough, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. On Fridays, if I mean they don't, XBI en Español with Elvis Elencita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Luke Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on talking about what's happening in the gaming news world. So chat, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Salon, John Lovitz, have a, oh God. Juan Lovitz, seriously, oh God. Have a beautiful Wednesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Luke Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.